Hello everybody, welcome to Resident Evil Challenge Watchalong 9. So, we've had a good couple of weeks doing these, and the past couple of weeks we saw the couple of years where I did the extra challenges with Creamy Elephant, me and Jack C did the Resident Evil 3 challenge, and then we've seen the two challenges that I did with Matt. So we had the Naughty Dog challenge and also the Metal Gear Solid 4 challenge. And then this week, so let's not forget, that there was 3 years where me and Nathan didn't do any challenges together, but then after those 3 years, me and Nathan reunited for the Resident Evil Challenge 2010. The really exciting thing, I just realised my audio levels are very loud. I'm just going to drop those down. Hope that's a bit better. So we reunited for Resident Evil Challenge 2010, and because it had been 3 years, and because no one had any idea that Nathan was coming back, we thought the best idea was to make a trailer for it. And so we decided to actually we fully invested and went and made a proper zombie film for this, which we called Recovery Operation, because we didn't want anyone to know that the big reveal was Nathan coming back towards the end. So I'm sure you guys remember seeing this on YouTube a couple of years ago, seeing a video saying, what on earth is Recovery Operation? Or, oh, I bet Recovery Operation's just one of Nougie's uni films or something like that, but actually it was really a Resident Evil Challenge secret trailer. So we're going to spend about half an hour actually today watching that original trailer, and then also a load of the bloopers and behind the scenes which aren't on YouTube, so most of you won't have seen this before. So without any further ado, let's get into it. And also this watch-along today is about 2.5 hours long. So it's a little bit longer than the past couple of weeks. We've got, as I said, the trailer, behind the scenes, and then the actual challenge itself, which was split into 3 parts. So a little bit of a longer stream. Hope you're going to enjoy this one. And we're very, very close to hitting 4K now. We're actually only £80 away. So hopefully we could hit it today. Hope you enjoy this one, guys. Let's go into the bloopers. Also, I hope you like this new setup that we've made. So we're going to be using this in game streamings and within the actual challenge as well. So I think it's looking pretty cool. And you can see on the little side there, we've got a little window that shows our road to 5K. So at the moment we're on 3925. So just under £80 away. So anyways, as we're seeing here, this was when we're testing things out, way before we're actually making the trailer.
This has gone from being a simple
this was
test shoot to
Nathan
being
and some of his mates,
sort of
not really
YouTube
testing out
Darwin
some of
Award.
the some of the zombie stuff we wanted to do. They decided to have some fun with some bangers, and one of his mates nearly blew it.
That did actually
But this was
work.
actually testing out.
That wasn't too bad. Can we have another go as a close-up? Because I got that as a sort of a mid-shot where it probably wouldn't look very impressive.
We also have an effect
where you can see it.
Spraying out. So this is all of the testing behind it all.
You can't have
Got the first donation through today from Grizzo UK, our top donator. It says hashtag Mop Gang. Thanks for the goodies, Nougie. Much
We have
love
some
to you,
flesh.
mate. Thank you very much, Grizzo.
What on earth is that?
I'll be pleased to announce today that this week's poll has officially finished. And you got your wish, dude.
Really?
You've got Hot Dogger only coming on Resident Evil 3. So definitely need to get back to
yes,
practicing
that would
on
fucking work.
So thank you very much for that, dude.
Yeah.
Also hope you guys are enjoying your DVD box sets and merch.
Now this is roughly what you look like after a hard week at Halifax.
This week. Those of you in the States and
after clubbing.
abroad might have to wait a little bit.
When the black eyes are on, anyway.
People will be getting that stuff through now. Just got another donation through. Man, we're already smashing this milestone so far. That says from Creamy Elephant, 4K milestone hype.
That's quite
Thank
good.
you very much, dude. Also, I hope you're liking the Nemesis.
It's a bit phony at the moment.
Which was suggested from Chris the Batman last week.
How am I looking?
Let's just...
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
There we go. Just drop those levels. Hopefully that's a bit better.
Yeah, that does look a lot better.
Just got another donation through. Man, we're absolutely smashing it today.
Which one was that, Luke?
Wolfie13 Jr., £10. Let's kick things off right. So with that, we're already on 3944 and only, less than £60 away from 4K. So this is really good stuff. Sorry about the audio levels, guys. Hopefully that's all sitting a bit better.
Nathan, you wanted me to get
if I made the video too quiet now, just holler.
This is brilliant, yeah.
Nice. That looks well good. Whoa, that looks...
Yeah, on the neck. I like that.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
have a look at the neck wound. Beautiful. Forgive me.
So yeah, this was, as I said, during the pre-production where we were testing out the zombie makeup. So this was a good 2 or 3 weeks before we actually filmed the trailer. And so yeah, it was me, Nathan, a couple of his mates just testing out how some of the different props and special effects would work, like the blood sprays, the zombie makeup,
I like that.
and how we would actually be shooting some of the things. So yeah, this was actually a zombie trailer that I didn't film at all. I was just actually directing it with Nathan. So we had a friend called Chris who was filming it all for us. So you'll see it in the video later.
Very, very, very impressive, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Done a good job.
So Guardian J asking, where is this filmed? So this is actually filmed at my, well, in a set of woods, very close to where my parents live in Sussex.
I'm not going to lie, that does
So
look good.
yeah, for those of you who didn't know, me and Jordan, I was about to say Jordan.
Unfortunately,
Jordan,
not everyone
Guardian
will
J,
be that detailed.
used to actually be
Well,
next door
that gives you-
neighbours for a really long time. Both of our parents used to live on farms.
Close
And so yeah, this is really close to your old house, mate.
Same on any
which
film.
might look a little bit familiar for you.
Star Wars had different levels of stormtrooper depending on how close up you saw them. Logs.
That is the big decider.
Yeah, but if it rains, you won't want
So there's me with some jumbo-sized sunglasses there.
If it rains, we're going to have to put it back. Yeah. And if it rains on that Sunday again.
So yeah, because we had quite a lot of extras helping us film this. I think we actually end up having about 20 extras who stepped in to be the zombies.
So we've got to get the
And
edit done
we
in a
filmed
week
it all
after that.
over 2
I've got a
days.
week to
We
edit
just wanted to make sure we had everything
So we've
fully
got the date
planned.
set for
So
the-
we went down to these woods multiple times, just like really working out exactly
Quiet in
where
the
all
background,
the scenes
please.
were going to happen. So this was
Something else
us
will
actually
look.
testing out the gear,
And action.
which actually looked pretty authentic. So not quite as exciting as the actual trailer, but yeah, hopefully you can see like a lot of the consideration and thought that went into it. I mean, you can actually see where a lot of the
I got
final
to
shots
him
we
hand
were
gunning
sort of testing
down
out
the
with.
zombie under this tree.
Oh, right, so yeah. So basically, it'll be sort of over his shoulder.
What do you guys think of this new layout
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
impressed.
watch-alongs? I'm really happy with it. I think it's looking really slick. We've got a very similar looking one which we'll be doing for gaming streams. So I'll be testing it out tomorrow. Don't forget,
zombie there.
for my Dino Crisis treat.
Zombie there.
So there's no...
Just got a donation through from SG Junior that says,
Doesn't
I
matter, you're not
can't
gonna see
resist
before that.
Resident Evil 6
Oh, it's only going to be the
sucks.
camera person.
Gaudi, mate, thank you very much for that
Well,
donation,
that's the
but
main one.
Yes.
the more you set yourself up for, the more you're going to fall when we finally do that co-op playthrough of Resident Evil 6 together. Can't wait, mate.
So I'm just gonna
I'll put it up for the next poll after we've done Dino Crisis tomorrow. But yeah, thank you very
So
much
he's
for
run
that.
down here.
Just got another one
Nice
from
sort of sense of him running into the
Seedle
light. I mean, we could
that
just have him run
says
straight through.
2010 for 2010.
Yeah.
Lol, thank you for the last 15 years.
Yeah,
Here's
I mean, I
to the
keep
next
it simple as that.
15.
I mean, if you do much...
Thank you very much, Seedle. £20, 10 there
sure.
for the
What is actually
2010
out
challenge
That
that we're
film
about
we
to be
were
watching
out a
later.
minute ago.
And so we're on 3966, only £40 away from 4K. I mean, I actually had to make our little bar to road to 5K because I
You're not
thought
really
we might
silhouetted,
hit 4K quite quickly.
Try it more, if I point right into the sun, try like that. Run through.
But yeah, hope you're liking the new sound effect that we've got. So
Not
this
much,
sound effect this
but
week
I'm
was
gonna
suggested from Chris the
Thing is, you want
Batman,
it
our
pointing
top
into the
donator
sun, but you
last
don't
week.
want to have the
So
lens
gone
flare.
fully in with the Nemesis pop-up and sound effect. So because you guys are being so generous with your donations, I want to try and mix things up with our
True.
donation sound effects and images. So I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, I think that's...
We need to make some more fake blood up.
So that was us testing out the and basically walking through the shots there. This is me and Nathan embarking on a very long road trip up to Birmingham.
Morning. Well, it's not very often that I'm up at this time in the morning, but it's nearly 6 AM and I'm here with Nathan.
Hello.
And we've got about 320
Turn the
miles
video
to cover to go. We're going to Birmingham and back. So we're going to pick up some equipment for filming, which starts in 2 days.
So, wow, bloody hell, just got, way, we've hit 4K already! We've hit 4K, we haven't even started the challenge yet, oh my god! You generous guys! What the hell? Chris the Batman elevating himself even further through our donations board. 39.66, thanks very much dude. Challenge 2010 brought the original team back together. Also love Happy Nemesis, thank you Nougie. Chris Batman, thank you, dude. Really, that means a lot. We've hit 4K! Yes! Bloody incredible. That's awesome stuff. But yeah, basically summarise why we were driving here was because this was when I was going to university in Birmingham, doing a film production course there. And my uni had access to a load of film equipment. So we went all the way up to Birmingham to go and pick up a load of camera, lighting and filming equipment. So yeah, it was driving about 350 miles in a day, something like that. So yeah, we're up early, straight there, straight back. It was a serious amount of effort before we'd even started filming.
Fit another bag in, and that's everything we wanted to get. So that was good. Taking a bit of a scenic route at the moment, travelling down the motorway, and then we're home free. And then we've just got
Nathan absolutely bossing this drive to Birmingham and back. So yeah, I remember like just being so knackered on the drive back, and we put on some Pendulum, just like some really like heavy drum and bass to keep us awake.
All that
It's
equipment
quite funny.
that took 340 miles. What a trek! But we did it. Now, the important question is, how's this film going to turn out?
So there we go. There's the equipment. So yeah, once again, we've hit 4K. I know I haven't said anything about the 4K incentive, but I can now officially reveal that we have had a 4K incentive, and that is we will be releasing some Resident Evil Challenger t-shirts that will be available for purchase hopefully in about a week or so. So Izzy's fiance has been working around the clock doing some amazing artwork for us. Can't quite reveal it yet. I have had some provisional images that I've been shown and they look amazing, but I don't want to share it until it's finished. So as you guys know, just be patient, let's wait for it. I promise you it'll be worth the wait. We know it's been worth the wait with the bugs and everything else. These t-shirts are looking amazing. They're not just like a Resident Evil Challenger logo on a t-shirt and that's it. We've got some very bespoke designs coming up. So hopefully next week we'll be able to share some of those. So hopefully next watch along I'll be able to show you some of those.
Well, actually, well, you might as well rip it apart, I suppose.
Well, I reckon.
Oh, duct tape it down.
So yeah, this here was sorry. There's so much going on at the moment. I'm struggling to keep up. So this was in Nathan's bathroom, and we're basically testing out some prosthetics for the scene where Matt gets his arm bitten and the blood comes open. So we were just testing out some things here, just to check that they were going to work ahead of the shoot. So Jim Newman asking what the trailer was shot on. So it's a very dated camera now, but this was actually shot on a Panasonic
That works well.
200, 400, can't remember. It's a long, long time ago. But it was the cameras which my uni had. I remember that my uni spent about 20 grand on those cameras. And then literally about 3 months later, there was the whole revolution where you could start using sort of full frame or crop center mirrorless cameras, and you know they delivered a far better, nicer, more filmic looking image. So all of those cameras they'd spent their money on were all of a sudden redundant, and no one wants to hire them anymore. But that was what we filmed this trailer on, and it was still, you know, a huge step up from, you know, my little handy cam that we shot all the challenges for. Unfortunately, we didn't have the camera to shoot the challenge with, but for the trailer, we wanted to make it look as cinematic as possible.
I reckon what we'd do is we'd try it the other way I just said, without the latex, and see how it looks.
Might as well.
Just as, like...
curiosity.
Yeah.
Cool.
Again, this is the same principle as what we were talking about earlier, but without the latex. Now, we put the tissue over the top so it's simulate muscle, but again, there'll be a bit more and things like that, and there'll be less duct tape because we had to bodge it a little.
It's already dripping.
Yeah. I missed a balloon.
Try it again, or?
Yeah.
So what was that water that all dripped out then? That was just...
a tiny little hole that my teeth got. Oh.
Yeah.
Just watching Nathan chomping on some plastic. But, you know, we had to do quite a bit of tweaking after this. But the actual prosthetic that we got for the shot where Matt gets his arm bitten, I thought looked really cool in the end. It was definitely worth all the practice.
But the tissue, I just had an even better idea of make this even easier and make it look sick.
Go for it.
Right. Basically, instead of putting so much water in it, just loaded it up with tissue paper. Red tissue paper, well, with toilet roll.
And a bit of blood in it.
Loads of blood.
That's what we end up doing in the end. And yeah, it looks really good.
So when you bite it...
I mean, I have to say, I can see it, people reflecting similar thoughts in the chat. But, you know, Nathan, someone who's, you know, hasn't really got a background in film, didn't study it at college or anything, you know, really got involved within the production of everything and shooting stuff. And so, yeah, Nathan, thank you so much for all your help on this. I'm glad that you became so invested because there's so many elements that go on during filming. And even, you know, like nearly 15 years on now, I still haven't got my head around a lot of them. So, yeah, appreciate your hard work through all this, dude.
And it needs to be really tightly packed like that so it sprays out. And how long did that take to actually put on?
Not very much time until this is going to hurt.
Ouch.
Yep.
I have to get Matt to shave his arms in.
Yeah.
He did. I remember when Matt rocked up on the shoot, he had these completely waxed arms ready for that bite. Right, here we go. This is the scene of filming the Conrad moment. Hope you're ready for this. This is hilarious. Don't go anywhere.
Do it.
Oh yeah, looking sexy.
Big light, big light.
As I said, back in these days, Nathan's return, you know, because it's been 3 years since we've done a challenge, was a really, really big deal for me. So really did go Billy big balls in trying to make this as big a deal as possible.
Pretty central to you?
Just got a donation from Jim Newman, £10. Congrats on reaching
Who's
4K. Woo! Let's get to 5K. Thank you very much, dude. Jim Newman, you have been a very pivotal role in helping us reach that. So thank you very much for that, dude. And the guy you can see there, so obviously there's me and Nathan, but the other guy that you see in the room is a guy called Chris. Me and Nathan went to school with him, but he's a very talented cameraman. So this was back before I kind of knew I wanted to be a cameraman. But yeah, we got him to shoot the whole thing. And, well, I couldn't really shoot it because me and Nathan had to be in it anyways. So me and Nathan were like directing it, producing it, and Chris was our director of photography. Well, obviously these days, you know, being a director of photography is what it's my day job. So yeah, I would have loved to have had his job if, you know, we had other people in the role now.
No, I only started rolling to document the fail of the light not working.
Oh. So yeah, this light, we before we'd even started shooting, we turned the light on, we moved it, and the bulb blew. You know, so this is a light we picked up from Birmingham, and we found out that the uni hadn't given us any spare bulbs for it. So we were already one light down, and we hadn't even filmed any shots. So we all started sweating pretty quickly. Nathan, especially in that very thick, a very thick SWAT suit.
Phil Pot, cameraman.
Trying.
Matt on sound. Nathan the brawn. And briefcase.
So that briefcase is actually a camera lens briefcase. That's why it says XL. It's an extra large lens. So we had to try and spend the whole trailer just trying to hide that XL out of shot. So here we go. Here's filming the scene. This took so many attempts. Oh.
Yeah.
don't quite know what went wrong there.
But it's really weird. Like even if I'm in exactly the same position, it'll go off and then it'll go.
Oh yeah, there's Matt. So Matt was pitching in, doing the sound recording for us.
It's probably the positioning of the mic. Yeah, even when I tried all of it, I tried to be as far away as possible.
Oh, watch out! Yeah.
And you hold it, it's silent, and it goes.
Don't worry, I'll have to use a low cut filter or something.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. These are the actual outtakes.
What do you say, old friend? You up to the challenge?
time, Conrad. It's been a long time, Conrad.
Oh man, we filmed this scene about 20 times. There wasn't a single one where Nathan didn't burst into laugh. Like, even on the actual one we use, about 1 second later, you see him burst into laugh. Oh man.
It's been a long time.
Oh, he said Conrad so many times and none of us called him out on him at all. Oh. Who is Conrad, as Demo Morg says?
It's been a long time, Conrad.
Oh.
You did smile though. How long do you want it to be held for at though?
Can't you just do a freeze frame and then zoom in on it really slowly like they do in the NAF film?
Can we not just do the close up from here? Just take the mask off.
Yeah, if you want.
It's been a long time. You know what would have been classic?
What?
Is if you had Yoshi sitting on your lap.
Yeah, we thought
That would have been really cool.
What'd you say, old friend?
So look, this is the one we actually used and he still breaks into laughter.
It's been a long time, Conrad.
Oh.
That was better.
Oh dear.
We don't need to get.
That was the one we actually had to use. That's hilarious.
Right, well, it's up to you. I'm not backing it up.
Shut your face, you made me laugh.
I'm not going to laugh, I promise.
Right inside your lips, or your cheeks even. Okay, camera speed. Sound happy?
Can I just take a second? Sorry.
It was even killing me here.
I'm good.
Hold on a minute. Okay, camera speed. Sound happy?
Sound.
Action.
So, what'd you say, old friend?
Oh, just me in a suit. Oh, that suit was so big.
It's been a long time, Conrad.
Oh, dear.
That'll do. That'll have to do, I think.
Even our cameraman
We're
Chris
just
was
doing
laughing.
the wrapping process
There he is.
now. I've been shooting it on this beautiful camera. And
There it is.
focus length,
HVX
focal
200.
length wrong every single take. Nathan's been sweating like a pig and has made the room smell roughly like
Fucking
a man.
stinks,
It
isn't it?
stinks like
That room smelt
Imagine
so bad. That's
diarrhea
SWAT
when you
suit.
get somewhere close to the smell that's emanating around this stinking office, but hopefully you won't be able to
Smell
smell
like
it on
room.
film. It does smell like my room. It smells like your mum, Nathan.
Oh!
Recording sound of especially Canada buzzing like that beside him.
Buzz track. Right, we'll do that now and then we'll go. Right, go.
Oh dear. So yeah, some of you guys who had the original box set will have seen that before, but as I've said, that hasn't been uploaded to YouTube before. But anyways, now you've seen the making of, here is the final result. Let's live this back one last time. The recovery operation trailer. Cedo asking, where were you filming the office scene? So during that summer, I was part-time working for, like, just doing some office work, and I knew the managing director of the company quite well, and so I just said to her, look, I need to do some filming. Can I just use one of these offices once you're shut, just for a couple of hours? And they were like, fine. So yeah, actually worked out perfectly. But man, did that room smell horrendous afterwards? How did you guys feel when you saw this trailer when it went on live? Like, let me know about like your memories of seeing it. Like, did you have it spoiled in the comments, or did you watch this video like not expecting the end result at all? Like, I'd be really interested to know like how it was for you guys seeing it through your eyes. So this was also the very first time I ever colour graded a project. So I was using a program that I'd learnt about in uni called Magic Bullet Looks, where you can add these kind of like filmic effects, like you see like this kind of like bluey, greeny sort of colour. It was the first time I'd ever added anything like this to a video before. It really blew me away. I really felt like, if you look at the original footage compared to how this looks now when it's colour graded, it's a very big difference. But yeah, we really had, it took us, we had to literally call on favours from like nearly all of our mates to help us out in this. So as I said, we had about 20 zombies that were used in this video in the end. So Jim Newman asking, did this start out originally as a separate short film? No, this was always meant to be a trailer for the Resident Evil Challenge comeback. So yeah, I always see it as like quite a creative challenge about like what we can do for the different trailers. And I feel that we have done quite a lot of zombie ones now. Also, we have got the Ferals short film, which I know a lot of you guys have seen. I'm going to show it during the final watch-along that we do, the 20-minute short film, zombie short film that me and Nathan made about, not long after this. But yeah, I've always seen the trailers as a little creative challenge, something interesting to try and make. But this year, for the 2020 challenge, I thought that the zombies and things weren't appropriate. I thought you guys would probably want to see what me and Nathan are doing, 5 years after the challenge, like with Nathan with Logan and seeing his life and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So Seed all saying, I thought it was Matt under the mask. So it was actually one of Nathan's friends who was under the mask for the whole thing, apart from the reveal in the office. So yeah, Nathan wanted to be able to see the shots with me and to be able to direct all the zombies. So it didn't really make sense to have him being the actual actor for all of the running scenes. So you've got a friend who had a very similar build to him. I think we managed to get away with it. Okay, so it sounds like there's a lot of good response when people did watch this. Sounds like the plan went off out of a hitch, which is very good to hear.
It's all up to you now.
So Matt's little cameo here. So yeah, this little scene in this little shepherd's hut. Yeah, it took us like a whole evening to film. I mean, we filmed this scene took us about 7 hours. Because we had to do it so many times from different angles, and the part where the prosthetic coming off the arm, like it just didn't work a load of times. But that final one, I thought it looked fantastic. One thing that I was a little bit gutted about was, so the person who owns that little shepherd's hut from that scene is a friend of one of my dad's. And afterwards, once we'd finished filming everything and I'd done the video edit, he was like, "Oh, do you need to do any more filming in that shepherd's hut?" And I was like, "Oh no, we're done." He's like, "Oh, because we're knocking it down, so if you need to blow it up or anything, just let me know." I was just like, oh, why didn't you tell me that? We could have blown up a shepherd's hut for the trailer. I mean, it wouldn't really have added much to the story, but it would have been really fun to have done. Oh, that scene, we couldn't ever get that shot to not look really dumb, but it's quite funny. It's quite slapstick, that little briefcase hit. And so we actually managed to find a music composer who made up the soundtrack for this and for the trailer. So yeah, I mean, I feel like the production values on this challenge and the trailer and everything compared to what we've done before was definitely far, far higher than previous videos. I guess, this was me being at uni for 2 years, so it definitely helped for sure. The big reveal. Here we go.
So, what'd you say, old friend? You up to the challenge?
It's been a long time, Conrad.
So I think you guys, any of you guys who are Saw fans will probably realise that I was a big Saw fan. That like whole mask reveal was definitely in style of how they do that like sometimes at the end of the Saw films, and they show who the real Jigsaw killer is and things. So yeah, there we go. There is behind the scenes and the actual recovery operation trailer. Hope you enjoyed seeing that. As I said, you know, it was only a 7-minute trailer, but that took us a good month. Filming, pre-production, editing and everything. So yeah, it was quite a big production that we did there. But I hope you enjoyed it. All for the purpose of Resident Evil Challenger. So there we go. There's enough build up there. Let's actually watch the challenge. Let's go back 10 years to the first challenge which me and Nathan had done together for 3 years. There you go, as you say, challenges ain't cheap. So if you haven't bought a DVD, here you go. I've still got a couple of copies left.
Well,
I know most of you guys have got one.
I'm afraid we failed.
So here's the little flashback.
Actually passed the challenge.
So that was, we watched that a couple of weeks ago, challenge 3 of season 3. So that was the,
guys. Cheers.
Bye.
yeah, that was the last challenge which me and Nathan had done together up at this point.
Over a year since we last did a challenge together, and people are still asking me where he went. We just kind of drifted apart, really, and we still kind of chat every now and then, but I wouldn't hold your breath.
So yeah, this is me in my accommodation at uni. You know, we'd finished challenge season 3. I'd gone to uni, moved cities and everything. Thought that was kind of it for Resident Evil Challenger, but I was still getting emails from you guys asking for more, which, you know, has got us back to where we are.
Been a long time, Conrad.
I love that extra bit of echo reverb on the Conrad. Oh man, this challenge, invisible enemy, knife only, Christ. What was I getting myself into?
Right, hello everyone. Here we are on challenge 2010, which will be quite an interesting one as we haven't done one together in 3 years. I can't foresee any issues too much.
It's quite funny. The thing I've noticed ever since this shot was filmed was because Nathan was wearing such a dark T-shirt with really dark curtains in the background. Just makes him look a little bit like a floating head from that other camera angle.
But once you get the grenade launcher, I think it can go quite swimmingly. Resident Evil 4 with the lucky dip could either go very, very well or very, very badly. And Resident Evil 0.
So yeah, this was also a little bit of trivia for you. It's the very first challenge which had the lucky dip in it.
Do this. It'd be looking forward to it at least. I haven't done one in ages, obviously, which is not really a good thing, but it would be still good. But anyway, we will see you later. And well.
So yeah, just to reiterate, guys, we've just started watching the challenge now, and we have already raised £90 today.
Hello, guys.
£4,015. Oh, literally, as I say that, Chris the Batman gives us another 1586. Once a RE Challenger, always an RE Challenger. I hope so, my friend. I mean, this weekend, 15 years of Resident Evil Challenger. Let's make it another 15 or more. You know, as long as you guys are around, I'm more than happy to keep coming back. Same with Nathan. So yeah, your support means more than we can say. So thank you very much for that, and thank you for your very generous donations today, Chris the Batman.
Her health pretty much. So fingers crossed. I mean, it's going to be awesome if we can win this challenge. I mean, it's going to be the first challenge that we would have beaten successfully since November 2006. So that's nearly 4 years of fails that we've had together. So hopefully it'll be good. Either way, it's going to be a good challenge, and hopefully you enjoy it, guys. Let's make this one the best one yet.
That was definitely Billy Big Balls there.
And this is the Resident Evil Challenge 2010.
There you go! There you go! Look, there's a reference to the Dare Show. I don't know if you guys noticed that before. There we go.
It's not a Dare Show today. Anyways.
I totally forgot that reference was there.
And good old
Which might give you a little hint of why you should stay watching for today's intermission.
So it's been a long time, Conrad. So yeah.
Even I was saying Conrad.
Right, well, we're starting off with Resident Evil 5, which we're both doing, co-op, which is something we've never done before on a challenge. Then after that, I'm moving to Resident Evil 3 with pistol, upgraded pistol. Depending on how it goes, maybe with or without shotgun, but then definitely with grenade launcher.
What are you doing about upgraded weapons on that?
Upgraded weapons, obviously having to fight all Nemesis battles.
So yeah, this was also the very first challenge where we had fight every Nemesis, which you guys voted for me to be doing during this year's challenge. But I will be doing a Lucky Dip challenge, which I am actually quite nervous about.
Right, after mine, sounds like a bit of a suicide attempt, but I'm doing Resident Evil Remake as Jill. We haven't done a challenge as Jill for fucking ages, so doing it as Jill.
This definitely was a suicide attempt.
Enemy, knife only. It will be on easy mode, but considering it's Jill with a knife and invisible enemy, it's not easy, trust me. There's going to be a lot of troubles with that, but hopefully it should be doable. I mean, I've done some tests and I've kind of got there. I will be using the V-Jolt for the plant on that as well.
Good man, you just hear Nathan's dogs going crazy in the background.
And then straight after that, I'm going to have Cody.
Yeah, I just saw Nathan's message. Freddie in the background. Oh, Freddie.
Yeah, between
Rest
us,
in
we're
peace.
doing the whole series and the new edition of 5, so it's going to be good. It's going to be 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably the longest 24 hours of our lives.
Yep.
But I think it should be good, and we might as well get going with it.
I think that sounds like a plan.
Cool, right, we're going to switch on Resident Evil 5 and then we'll get started. Fine, I'll go shotgun on Tails.
Shotgun and tails.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't watched this challenge back in a
I get
very
shotgun.
long time.
Get the MP5.
So people can see tails.
Cool, right, well, without further ado, well, I'm playing as Sheva. I'm the bitch of the relationship.
Right,
Just sums up mine and Nathan's relationship. The bitch of the relationship.
So, with that all set in mind, as you can see the equipment there, we've got the 2 vests each, stun rod each, shotgun each, well, shotgun, MP5.
So I think this is the
rounds,
one
healing item.
and
Right,
only
so
challenge me and Nathan did RE5 co-op on. Try to remember if we did it on challenge 1 of season
The
4.
time now is 4
Got a
minutes
feeling
past
only
1.
Nathan
So,
did it.
3, 2,
I think that's
1.
right. Yeah, there haven't been that
started
many
now.
challenges that
And
we've done
let's get on with
RE5 co-op on
So
for.
in Resident Evil 5,
Obviously, in
these
the
weapons,
last week's
I'm
challenge
Sheva
that we
and
watched,
Nathan is
Metal Gear
Chris.
Solid 4 1, I did it with Matt, but me and Nathan, I think, have only done it
we had
once,
to
maybe
redesign
twice.
our whole setup
But yeah,
because
not many times
this
at all.
little camera that we were going to use, this little bastard here, can't actually stream and record at the same time without switching itself off. So now we've got it all set up. I mean, we'd not even done the first chapter. We literally played for about 10 minutes. Now everything's all set up. We've given it some time to settle, restarted the computer. We're ready to stream properly now. And the time now is 16 minutes past 2.
Nathan
we'll
saying,
start the
think we
timer
should do it
again.
again. I mean, it's been so long since I played RE5 that I would be up for doing it
Resident Evil
again.
Challenge is now officially
It's totally up to the guys about
release-
what
yeah.
games we do. I mean,
We're
obviously
gonna
we can't do
restart
it for
Resident
Challenge
Evil 5
2020.
with
We've got
veteran
all of the games set
with
up
just
for that
those
now.
weapons that you
But
saw before.
yeah, in future
So,
challenges, if you guys
wish
want to
us
see
luck, and
RE5
let's
co-op,
hope that
I'd be more than
technical
happy to.
values don't
But the
spoil
only thing
the
is then
challenge
we just
again.
have to kind of swap out the other games that would be playing instead of that. So yeah, totally up to you guys, whatever we do in future
We
ones.
got there in the end.
Right, we're just doing the first Ouroboros boss fight on Resident Evil 5. 44 minutes in so far.
Come down this way.
Yeah, so Taj in the chat saying Nougie has like 8 cameras. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, like this coming into this challenge, I think this was when my real sort of passion for film and video cameras and everything was really like really highlighted. And so for this one, because at uni we'd learned how to do multi-camera shoots and how to sync up like video footage and stuff. We went into this. I think we actually had 5 cameras on this, which is just crazy. Yeah,
as you can see
it's
right
nuts.
here, which is quite tasty. It's mushroom
Tasty
and
quiche.
farmhouse cheddar, which isn't bad. So yeah, I don't want to jinx things, but now that we're getting going, things are all right. Stream seems to be good. So yeah, good job. Let's keep going. Right, just hit the hour mark on the challenge. So 1 hour in so far now. And we just had another death, but it wasn't too bad. But got anything to say?
Nah, we seem to be stockpiling ammo quite well. We've got a fair amount of health items. Yeah, it seems to be doing quite well.
Sweet. Right, well, we just beat the flying bat boss thing first time round. Pile of piss. Got hit once, maybe twice, and the whole thing.
so much going on in the chat about the quiche. Some people saying I hate quiche. Well, Jordan Griffith saying I hate quiche. Taj Oates saying I've never had quiche. Really? I'm wondering if quiche has a different name in the States or very similar recipe.
Shit knows.
I'm just wondering about that.
Gun turret.
Surely you must have had quiche at some point.
We are 1 hour 40 minutes in, and we're now making our first dent into our 12 pack of Lucas A. We've got 6 lemon and 6 orange. So, which one was it that actually exploded?
It was an orange.
Was it an orange one? Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that didn't do the.
So Jim Newman asking what is quiche. So I guess one way of describing quiche to you American viewers is, I guess you know Spanish tortillas, where you kind of have like the egg and potato, kind of like tarts kind of thing. So it's a similar dish, but without the potatoes. So it's just more like an egg-based tart dish.
Hopefully it shouldn't take too many attempts. Right, if we shoot the shit out.
Also guys, I'm so happy we managed to hit 4K, and I can't wait to share these Resident Evil Challenger t-shirt designs with you. Seriously, they are pretty amazing. They're really close to being done, but just can't share them with you just yet. Hopefully next week I will be able to, but yeah, they look wicked.
Oh, we've got a boulder coming up.
This could be it.
This is it.
I hate this boss. That boulder. That boulder is just like, it's just so overpowered. You have to shoot it. Unless you hit it perfectly and get every single shot on it, it just doesn't break.
We're just getting the shit kicked out of us whilst we just hit 2 hours on the actual challenge, which isn't too bad. So yeah, we died on this boss twice now. He's a bit of a bugger, but hopefully 3rd time lucky. Well, 4th time because we've got to restart because we're trying to do this update. And
Updates later.
Just finished his first bottle of Lucas.
Doesn't sound the same coming from me. I can't steal my boy's catchphrase, can I?
But we're not far off. As long as he doesn't get a boulder, we should be alright.
And I'll just give a shout out to Kid Virus 53, who is actually doing a live stream very soon where he'll be doing Resident Evil 3 handgun only, no gunpowder, heal and save rooms, and during boss fights, which I know a lot of you guys on the Discord voted for. So Kid Virus, also thank you very much for buying some merch this week. I know you got your mug come through today, put in an order for a DVD today, which I'll get in the post for you tomorrow. So Kid Virus, thank you very much for your support as well.
Oh no.
Oh, this boss fight, we spent so much time on this. Nathan's angry grunts.
7th attempt or something. We finally did it. We got him on his 2nd round that time actually. We made sure we shot all the people early. And then we just shot the shit out of that thing on the top. So 2 hours 18 through. So yeah, did that pretty well. Just progress on to the next chapter now. Good job, old friend. Right, well, we're now 2 hours 58 minutes in. And we just beat the chapter where you have to try and cross the bridge with the big African masked guys with the hammer thingies. No, that's a really vague description.
That was an absolutely terrible description there.
After a few attempts, so not doing too bad. Doing all right. I mean, it's really weird that it's 5:15 in the evening now. Like, we didn't actually get started until about, I think it was what, 6 minutes past 2, when we planned to start at literally like 12 noon bang on. So it's a bit weird, but Yeah, we're doing alright. We've got some hard chapters out the way. Got a couple of hard ones coming up. I reckon we'll probably finish this about 9 o'clock. So that means
Man, I
we've
used to
done
have
this
so
for
many
about
piercings
7
like
hours,
back
yeah.
around these days.
7 hours.
Like I remember
7 hours
seeing my
for
horrendous
obviously
eyebrow
it's
piercing that I used to
so,
have. I used to have
yeah,
both
we're gonna have our first
2
little
ear
break
piercings
for
on my
2
ear.
hours,
Don't have any
15 minutes
piercings
in.
now. All gone.
Yes. Nathan likes this bananas and similar shaped objects. So whilst he does that, I'm going to go for a slight.
Oh, for God's sakes!
There we go.
Keep it
That's
family friendly,
saying
Nouge.
another pipe, get down. Right, so we are 3 hours 28 minutes in. Seem to be doing alright at the moment. Not had too many deaths. We're probably roughly around the halfway mark of this game.
Man, those pop-ups
So,
saying you did not earn a trophy were so annoying.
should be finished
They just,
in the next
throughout the
few
whole
hours.
gameplay, they just kept coming up.
Right, we're on
Infuriating.
the boss fight of Irving, and we've nearly beat him. Oh shit! I don't know why I had my gun out. Yeah, we nearly beat him. We are 3 hours 40 minutes through so far.
Taj saying that I had a punk rock phase. I certainly did. I used to have my Trivium t-shirts, my Metallica t-shirts, loads of different metal bands and things. I dyed my hair black and red stripes at one point. Had the eyebrow piercing. I got a tattoo. Yeah, I was in a proper punk rock phase. You know, I do, well, not even just punk rock, but I was quite a metal kid for a while. But I don't really listen to that much of that kind of music anymore, but I definitely still appreciate the kind of lifestyle culture.
Cool beans. Did we actually die on that chapter? No. Sweet. Kicked your ass on accuracy, but you kicked mine on enemies killed.
Yeah, I killed 3.
Cool.
No,
So
you barely kicked my ass. 1%.
So yeah, we're as I
Every
said,
percent
right,
matters.
past the halfway mark on this game. Just progress a little bit more. Right. Well, we're 4 hours 33 minutes in, picking up the pace really well now.
So Guardian
so we're
J
not
saying,
that
did
far
Grace
away.
enjoy Trivium on the way
I
home?
reckon
So
we'll
I
get this
popped round
finished
to Guardian J's house on Sunday
approximately 2
after I
hours or
got
so.
the
think
DVDs
that's a
all
fair
signed for you
estimation?
guys. I decided to pop round Guardian J's house, go and drop off
Yeah, so
all of his
we're
merch.
stitching at it.
And yeah, we were
Fight,
talking about the Trivium
fight
t-shirt.
of the machine
And
guns.
yeah, Grace was like,
And
oh,
liquor
I've
fight,
never
stuff
heard
like that.
Trivium before. Can we listen to them on the way back? And I was like,
Right, well,
okay,
we're just doing
let's
the
just have a little
fight.
lesson here.
We've already
So
talked
put
about
on a
minutes now.
gunshot to the head of trepidation, which is this really fast, heavy, screaming metal song. And she was like, can we listen to Radio 2 now? She's definitely not a rock chick for certain.
So, have we beat him already? I've not even got touched.
Pick up the ammo.
Got all the ammo. I didn't even get touched.
Neither did I.
Didn't get touched, and I also didn't earn a trophy, as Resident Evil 5 decided to remind us about 50,000 times during this challenge. Really rubbing the salt in the wound.
4 hours 48.
I think it was because
Chapter
we
5
were playing on Nathan's
So, yeah, as I said, picking up a
PlayStation,
good pace now.
and we
And,
loaded my
we've
save,
got
which then
1 hour and
creates
52
an
minutes
issue
behind
where
us,
you
done
don't
at
earn the
9
trophies. I think it was
That's
something
gonna
like
be
that.
Pretty achievable, I reckon. 4 hours 55 minutes in. Going on to Luke's A bottle number 2, lemon flavour this time.
Whee, Lucas 8.
We're doing alright. We're doing the. Can you imagine that? If it just exploded and just went all on the camera down there? It'd be fucking epic. That's the mainstream one. But yeah, we're doing alright. Just as I said, it's just literally just ploughing through this game. It's not a quick game. It's the longest one both of us got to do. So once we've done that, hopefully it'll start going a bit quicker. Yeah. Charles. Right, well we're doing the second Leech Ouroboros fight. We're on 5 hours 9 minutes. Whoops.
So Seedol asking me and Nathan, are Grace and Katie both gamers too? So Grace is into games. I mean, like nowhere near the level as me. She's not into Resident Evil either. She's just not really into like horror or scary kind of things. But yeah, she's really into Spyro. Really likes Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing. She's playing Uncharted 4 at the moment. She's about halfway through. So yeah, no, she is quite into games, but not like a hardcore gamer. Just more of a casual gamer. Like she'll pick up a pad and get involved. But you know, I wouldn't expect to see her doing a computer game challenge anytime soon.
Yes, that was fucking easy. I didn't even get hit by him.
But now we come out of it full health as well.
Yep. And we've still got like another 5 flame grenades left. Mate, we're blitzing this game. It's like 36 minutes past 7.
BBBBS.
So yeah, Nathan saying that Katie is quite a gamer. We've been playing Ark Survival at the moment. We play 7 Days to Die a lot and Diablo 3. So Seedol, I hope that answers your question for you.
149 spare shotgun shells, 220 spare handgun rounds, 316 spare machine gun rounds, and all of that.
And Bobby McKenna asking me, who wins at Crash Team Racing, me or her? Well, it's normally whoever gets the, whoever ends up getting the, I can't even think of what it's called, the mask. I can't think of what it's actually called. But normally whoever gets the extra fast boosting mask normally ends up stealing it towards the end.
And then the final chapter. So
oh man, this bit, this section with the liquors, I always find to be one of the hardest parts on Resident Evil 5. But I think that's because I haven't ever tried playing this bit with just walking, because as I've said a couple of times, that I didn't know about the walking past liquors thing before. So in all of my, you know, all of these old challenges and everything, I've always just run straight past them. So yeah, I don't know if I would have found this section a bit easier if I just walked around.
How long it is till those liquors all explode. One of them's gone off, that's 2, there's one more. And I'll push it off in time.
There's 4.
Ah, shit. I need to push it a bit further.
Andrew Stocks in the chat saying, I wasn't expecting to come on YouTube and see this blast from the past. Andrew Stocks, if this is your first Resident Evil Challenge watch along, we have been. This is our 9th episode where we've been going through the entire series of the Resident Evil challenges, all 15 years of them. Because actually, this weekend, it's Resident Evil Challenges 15th anniversary birthday, which I'm very excited for. We've got a bonus stream tomorrow for that. But yeah, every Thursday at 6, we've been watching a couple of Resident Evil challenges, and yeah, we are over halfway now. We're on Challenge 2010, we're watching today, and then next week we start Season 4. So if you haven't seen any of them before, they're all on my live stream archive. So yeah, you've got like a good 8 episodes to go and watch back there. So yeah, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy the rest of this stream.
Hopefully we'll get it this time. If I place the mines pretty much the same way as I did last time. It is all about that tactical placing it when you're pushing, really.
Nah, it's too close, mate.
Can't do anything like that now. It's 1.
So I see you and Courtney saying Season 4 was his favourite season. Here's a question for you. I know it gets asked all the time, but I always like seeing a little different bit of insight on this. What is your favourite Resident Evil Challenge season and why? And as I said, we will be doing a big poll once we finish all of these watch-alongs, which I'm actually kind of sad about when they're done, because I have enjoyed doing these. But when they are done, I am going to do the master poll, where you'll get to vote for the best challenge of all time. And so I'm really intrigued to see what you guys will vote for on that. I'll put a hot dogger option on there. I'm sure Grizzo and his fans will end up voting for it. What's your favourite Resident Evil challenge of all time? Hot dogger only.
Come on, open the door. Let Jesus return. Go. Now we're together. We should be all right.
Right, just go pop to the bathroom. Back in a sec, guys.
just about did that. Now, it's time for the fight with Jill and Wesker.
Is it?
Wesker, yeah.
And then it's boat,
And then it's boat, and then final chapter. So give it another under an hour, we'll be done. And we're on 5 hours 57, so... Right, so we're progressing pretty well on the fight with Jill. Used one healing item so far. I'm probably not going to risk using the stun rod anymore, so it gets to a point where it just kills her.
I don't want to hurt you! Come on!
There we go, did it. Barely got hit in that.
Yeah.
So we didn't need to use those other healing items. 2 more chapters to go. What does Nathaniel have to say about that?
Fucking close. We seem to have sped right up towards the end. Yeah, seems to be all going quite well now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Whilst Nathan's legs have gone dead and we're 6 hours 36 minutes in, we just beat chapter 6-1. Just a little incorrect update I made earlier when I said
Man, my hair is going so crazy at the moment. So
We've actually
frizzy.
got one more. We've got
Desperate need of going to a hairdresser soon.
And then it's the final chapter. The Euro boss fight will take 5 to 10 minutes. That won't be too long. That chapter was alright. JJ took a shed load of ammo to beat. I used about 40 shotgun rounds. Nathan used
So Izzy's got a cat
machine
called
gun rounds.
JJ.
She used all the bombs.
Was it named after the
Basically
Resident
done,
Evil
and we didn't die.
monster at all? Villain,
so
whatever you
yeah.
want to call him?
Our estimations of getting this done before 9 o'clock aren't going to be on the dot anymore because time now is 2 minutes to 9 o'clock. So have to keep going. Right, so we're doing this boss
Right,
fight
yeah,
against
going back to that
Euro
question
boss.
I asked about favourite seasons, let's catch up
Hopefully
on
it won't
that.
take too long. We're 6 hours 51 minutes through.
So Wolfie Senior saying favourite season was season 2. I think the switch to 4 games rather than 3 was a big factor. Jordan Griffith saying season 4 because of the showdown challenge. Jim Newman actually saying this was one of his favourite challenges ever, which is good to know. I think, yeah, Challenge 2010 is a little bit of an underrated one of those challenges that kind of slips between the cracks, but I think the fact that me and Nathan reunited after so many years, we had a lot of energy going into this, it was really good. Chris the Batman says his favourite one was season 4 because it definitely brought more creativity into stipulations and the Lucky Dip. Bobby McKenna saying season 2, I think, but season 3 is pretty close. Season 2 has a lot of the iconic moments in it. Yeah, a real mixed bag there. I guess that kind of shows that each season has its own benefits, really.
Oh no.
I've got to shoot it. We beat it.
And so Izzy saying her cat JJ is named after John from Death Valley, an old MTV Supernatural spoof show that got 1 season. There you go. Learn something new every day, don't you?
Too shabby.
How long did it take you to set that last chapter then?
20 minutes. It's not going to be that
So
long.
about 25 minutes.
Hey, look at how many things are killed in that chapter.
Right, 7 hours, 22 minutes in thus far, and we're now on the Wesker fight. We're doing the one for the rocket launcher first. So hopefully, well, my estimation of getting this done before 9's way off because it's now 9:45. So we'll probably finish by about 10. It's not too bad.
Oh, just got a donation through from Zemnas. My favourite challenge season is season 2. And are the DVDs out for delivery? Can't wait to get mine. Yes, so all the DVDs were sent out earlier this week. If you guys are on the Discord server, quite a lot of people that have started receiving their merch have started posting pictures out there. It's been really cool. I'm going to make like a nice big little collage of all the pictures because they're really cool. So yeah, thanks for posting those. I hope you're enjoying all of your merch. So to those of you who are in the UK, should hopefully receive it, well, by today or tomorrow, and then those of you in Europe, further afield, and the States, probably won't be until early next week. It's a little bit longer to receive it, but I have posted it as fast as it can get to you, because I know there was a delay with our production house, which we won't go into today. So yeah, hopefully everyone should be getting their stuff over the next couple of days.
Now, give him a
Yes, did it. We did it. Fucking hell, just the last little bit. We've not finished yet. That last little bit at the volcano, and then we finished. Now,
so Seedall reckons this is the toughest stipulations that I've ever faced in any challenge. Yeah, I would say either this or the challenge we watched last week, the Metal Gear Solid 4 and Resident Evil challenge. I don't know why I keep saying that the wrong way around. But yeah, I think that was when I was at my peak of big balls. Just going for ridiculous stipulations that were actually just unfeasible to try and do. And then I think when Season 4 started, I was still doing pretty difficult stipulations, but I was more aware of how difficult things had been, so I reined it in a little bit. So, but I think the stipulations I've got this year are, yeah, I mean, you know, now that Hot Dog are only on Resident Evil 3 Remake got voted, I've got Knife only on Code Veronica, got Real Survival on Resident Evil Remake, and I've got Fight Every Nemesis Lucky Dip on Resident Evil 3. I mean, they're all very difficult stipulations, so I think this year is going to definitely be up there with them. But I have had quite a lot of practice. I'd say this is the challenge I've had the most practice in probably since around this sort of time. So yeah, most practice I've had in about 10 years. So thank you, lockdown.
Where's that knife option? Oh, what the fuck?
It's gone because I'm off it.
Shit, you didn't have enough health to do it. I don't think we can actually beat him.
Try once more.
Oh, I've got to heal you. That's it. Oh, that was so close. Good to do that all over again now.
Now you can come across again if you want.
That is a shitter, isn't it?
If we just jumped on his back a lot earlier, he'd be dead by now.
Quick, mate, quick.
Here we go.
So I guess this is the biggest problem with doing Resident Evil 5 co-op, is that, you know, this was nearly 8 hours in, and that's 8 hours of two people's time. So that's essentially 16 hours of a Resident Evil challenge that are dedicated to just Resident Evil 5. And, you know, whilst Resident Evil 5 is good, 16 hours is a lot of time for two people to dedicate to any game. I don't think Resident Evil 5 is that good to dedicate that level of time. If it was like 10 hours or 8 hours, it'd be a bit easier to justify. And I think that's why we started doing Resident Evil 5 solo a little bit later on.
That's got to be it.
But, you know, as I said, if you guys really want to see 5 on co-op again, then let us know and we'll bring it back.
Have we done it? Yes! We fucking finished, mate. After all of that. Fuck me.
What, so you finished like the whole game?
Yeah.
Yeah, only 3 more weeks to go.
So yeah, you can hear some other people in the room there. Some of Nathan's friends were wanted to watch us actually do the challenge. They've been helping us out with filming it and everything. So yeah, they'd spent 8 hours watching us do this, and they're like, "Oh, so you've only just finished your first game?" They're like, "Yep, we've still got 3 more games each to do." And like, they literally had a jaw drop moment. That was quite funny.
Fuck for that. Right, well, now that is done. That was quite dramatic, wasn't it? Cool beans. Can't actually see where you are, there you are.
I mean, I said that I've been doing film production at uni for 2 years, but I don't know what's going on with my camera skills here.
So, that took us 7 hours 48 to beat. But we finally did it.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Just about.
So, yeah, it looks like in the chat that Andrew Stocks, who stumbled across this live stream, was actually the member WizKid from our message boards that even I remember. So it does feel like we are getting a good grouping back of old members. So there you go, that was the first part of the challenge. So we're coming up to part 2. So this was where the room got invaded with some moths. It was quite funny. I think we all know where those rages come from on the Invisible Enemy playthrough.
Well, this could be a little bit of a problem. So how the fuck am I going to do this?
Oh. So yeah, those 8 hours was only where it was beginning. Things were about to go quite downhill. So anyways, here we go. Here is the intermission. I hope you're looking forward to this one. So here we go. This is one you've never seen. This is a dare show that has never been uploaded to YouTube.
Hey dudes, welcome to the Dare Show. I'm Toby. I'm Carl. And this is the Dare Show. The show where we take your dares.
What is up with my England shirt? It's like very Brexit.
Columbia, Prague. You're on the.
Oh look, there's the old Nougie chavvy chain.
What, you mean like eat some grass where people like.
So this is back in 2004. This is before even season 1.
You are a prissy then.
Fine, I'll do it.
A dare of eating some grass. I think the dare show was starting to run out of ideas at this point.
Hey, Steve.
Go and swallow it.
Is that nice?
Wait. I did it, and that was minging. Next caller then.
Thailand, Detroit, you're on the Dare Show.
I did.
So my version of dressing up as someone else was just putting my t-shirt on backwards when you can very clearly still see the very big England logo on the back. Alright, so here's Nathan's dare, jumping into a bush. Hope you're ready for this. That's not even sitting into a bush. I was like, Nathan, we can't do that. Gotta do a second take of this. That's absolutely pathetic. I'm sorry, Nathan.
Let the pro show you how it's done.
And here's me thinking I was going to show Nathan up. Not much better, but a little bit better.
Stop.
Oh, I was in so much pain.
I can't believe I just did. Ow. I just did that. I got black.
Just walked into my fridge.
Well, anyway, next
Oh dear. Hope you're enjoying this.
Germany, South
It's a random
Africa,
rabbit.
You're on the Dare Show.
I dared Toby to cycle down his road in only his underwear.
So you think I'm gonna cycle with only my underwear in front of like all my family and friends? You must be nuts, mate.
Yes. Oh, you're such a worry wart.
Fine, I'll do it. I hate running around.
Oh, nearly kicked my rabbit there.
I'm going to do an Ollie Taylor.
Oh God, what am I doing?
Bad weather, Luke has to wear.
Oh. So the original dare was, I dare you to cycle while being naked. And then Nathan just said there, due to bad weather, Luke has to wear trousers. I think as we got round to filming this, we were like, I can't actually cycle naked doing this. Oh dear. Oh, I hope you're enjoying this intermission.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, well, say that. Stop.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus, this is awful. Oh dear.
I dare Carl to sniff some pepper.
Oh well, go be prepared for my butt crack to appear in all of Grizzo's memes now. Oh dear. And that is one big ass rabbit. So yeah, here's a dare of Nathan snorting some pepper. It was actually pretty harsh.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh! Oh!
I'm sorry, but that's all we have time.
Look at the pain on his face. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this week's intermission. Might take you a while to scrub that out of your retinas. That was not a sight for sorry eyes.
So it's been a long time, Conrad.
Woo!
Starting off with Resident Evil 5, which we're both doing.
So here we go, back to part 2 of Resident Evil Challenge. Also, we're now up to 60 viewers, so I love how we've hit our peak viewers when you all got to see my lovely black ass.
Twice and the whole thing, so
seem to have sped right up towards the end. Yeah, seems to be all going quite well now.
Sweet. Yes, we fucking finished, mate. After all of that, fuck me. So that took us 7 hours 48 to beat, but we finally did it.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Just about.
I love this music. So Taj saying Resident Evil Challenger is the god of file storage and management.
Hello, people.
I'll come back to that in a
just
sec.
finished Resident Evil 5, which was a fucking nightmare, but it wasn't too bad actually. Just about to start Resident Evil 3. I'm doing it with pistol, upgraded pistol, shotgun, grenade launcher with standard rounds only. It sounds like quite a lot, but I'm doing all every single Nemesis fight, which is going to be a bit of a git, but
bit of a git.
13 boss fights in total,
which will be fun. But let's see how it goes.
When do you think, challenge-wise, you'll have it done? Before 12 hours?
Hopefully before 12 hours. Ideally before 11 and a half, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Well, as I said before, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Right, so
yeah, Taj saying I'm the god of file storage and management. Man, I'm just so glad I've still got all of the old videos.
Ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very, very fortunate that we've actually got an audience that want to see some old videos of my 14-year-old buttocks. But yeah, I hope you enjoy.
And whilst I said before earlier in the chat,
oh, still can't believe I showed that. But oh well, we're all doing our part for charity, aren't we?
4 years. She can barely take any damage with enemies that I can't see.
So yeah, this was me about to enter the world of Invisible Enemy Knife Only, which I would be fair in saying was possibly the toughest stipulation I've ever attempted on a Resident Evil game before.
Just got to go through this, so hopefully this will be alright. Got 2 and Code Veronica afterwards, which I feel a bit more confident about. So just get through this, and then hopefully it'll be a little bit of a downward slope. Wish me luck. Whew. So yeah, see how this goes. So as I said, Jill easy mode, Invisible Enemy Knife Only. I won't be using the kerosene, but I will be using the V-Jolt. And I'll only be using daggers, so no stun gun. So let's hope this goes well. We'll keep you updated with Nathan mostly for a little while now, as he's got a few boss fights, and we'll probably come back to me when I get to the Elder Crimson Head.
Right, anyway, I just died, which was rather painful. So I've just restarted again, but hopefully, third time's a charm, and I'll be able to do this first bit properly.
Right, so here we go. Started the last.
So yeah, this was obviously playing Remake back on the GameCube, and yeah, it's just been that 4:3 image stretched to 16:9. Looks horrible. It's actually really making me now appreciate how nice the 16:9 remastered version really looks.
Oh, don't turn around.
So yeah, I had a little catch up with Nathan on Sunday when he was signing some of the DVDs. And yeah, we had a big chat about Resident Evil Remake and Zero, and we both agreed that they're probably the best looking and playing games because it's the older styled fixed camera Resident Evils, but with really nice HD remastered pre-rendered backgrounds. So yeah, I mean, you know, as great as Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil 7 all look, always going to have a bit of bias towards the older style of games. I really hope they bring this back at some point to mix things up when they get bored of the first-person mode. I really hope Resident Evil 8 isn't first-person mode because I really didn't enjoy it for 7. So yeah, hopefully they change that up.
Right, well, Nathan's doing his first Nemesis fight at the police station now. How many attempts do you reckon this will take you?
I doubt I'd do it first attempt, to be honest.
Not starting like that.
Second, maybe third.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yep.
You could have struggled out of that, but
The danger.
oh, fair point. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't the first time round. Hopefully, if you try and stick to the strategy, you should be.
So Andrew Stock saying, I can honestly say, stumbling across the stream today has made my day. Dude, honestly, man, there's plenty more where this came from. So yeah, Resident Evil Challengers had a total renaissance over the past 3 months. We didn't have any content at all about 3 months ago, and then with the pandemic, and also with me and Nathan planning to do the Challenge 2020, the timing honestly couldn't have been any more perfect. We filmed the trailer for the Challenge 2020 like a week before lockdown began and everything, and we decided to do the challenge only like a couple of months beforehand. And yeah, since doing that, we had the Resident Evil 3 remake stream when that first came out. So I was playing that on the weekend of release. Did a Resident Evil 3 Fight Every Nemesis stream. Did a Resident Evil 0 Lucky Dip stream. Did a Resident Evil Director's Cut blind playthrough. Nathan did a Resident Evil Remake Wheel of Fortune challenge last week. And then tomorrow, I've got a blind playthrough of Dino Crisis. Izzy's doing a Daymare playthrough next week. Yeah, there's loads of stuff going on. Loads of streams to catch up on, all of these watch-alongs. And then, of course, the actual Resident Evil Challenge 2020 when we've got the date confirmed later this summer. So, yeah, if you haven't started watching any of it, you've got a lot to get through, my friend.
But yeah, you want to stay in there, and then as he comes through the door, just shoot loads of grenades. Because he can't, it takes him a while to actually get to you.
What about this?
I'd blow him up.
Nathan, watching this back, Nathan was really unlucky on this Nemesis fight that he just went straight into the room like that. I find it, because normally he gets stuck on the book case, I find it's a bit easier if you can get him to fire off the 5 rockets first, then it's a little bit easier getting him stuck on that bookcase. So if you bring him in with a rocket launcher, then yeah, you just die really quickly like that.
Nathan's nearly beaten the police station.
I love updates like that. It was like challenge 1 of season 3 where I'm running up the stairs of the Hunters on Remake. I'm like, so I've made it 3 hours through the game and I haven't died. Hunter cuts on my head yet.
Elder Crimson Head fight is minutes away now.
Crunt. I just died again, trying to fight bloody Nemesis again. But this time it was a zombie that actually killed me, believe it or not.
And whilst Nathan's getting stuck in this fight, I just had perfect time to go and change clothes. So we've got exactly the same clothes on now. That's probably the most gay thing I've probably said in my life. But yeah.
Well, that quote hasn't aged very well, has it?
Now I've got the last mask, so we'll probably record the 2 fights back to back. Right, anyways, fighting Elder Crimson Head with just a knife, and he's invisible, so this is going to be a pain into the arm.
Why was I doing it like this? Why didn't I just use the stun gun? So it looks like I didn't learn about just using defense items on this Elder Crimson Head fight until really late. Like every time we watch this boss fight, I just get so frustrated watching me do it this way. Just got a donation from my boy Ryan Keys. Jesus Christ. Says buzzing as always for the watch-alongs. Keep doing good work, Luke. P.S. Gaudi Resident Evil 6 stream. Thank you very much, Ryan Keys. I'm loving these watch-alongs. As I said earlier, I will be sad when they're done. It has been a fantastic way of getting through lockdown. It's actually been a really good way of me remembering what day it is of the week. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching these. So as I say, we're starting season 4 next week.
Great.
So we've only got 5 watch-alongs left. The 4 episodes of season 4 and then Challenge 2015.
Oh, you did it.
So yeah, Ryan bringing us up to £4,043 that we've now raised in total for Heroes. So yeah, Andrew, if you aren't aware, Heroes are an NHS charity in the UK, and they basically help out those on the front lines of the coronavirus situation, and they provide personal protective equipment for them. They help NHS workers that are struggling for accommodation if they don't want to risk infecting their families, if they need any counselling and mental well-being support. Heroes are doing everything that they can to try and support those, and so we've been doing fundraisers ever since we've been starting these live streams. And so yeah, in less than 2 months we've raised £4,043 now from these very generous guys that have been watching our live streams, from the guys that have been buying our merch, with 100% of profits going towards charity. So we just released this DVD box set that's got 6 discs of remastered Resident Evil challenges. It's got every single challenge on it. So we've been sending some of those. We've got a couple of those left. We've been sending some mugs and stuff. And so yeah, in total we've raised £4,043 now, and we haven't even got to the challenge day. So bloody impressive stuff. I say it every week. I say it say it a lot, but I feel I can't say it enough. And just thank you very, very much, guys, for all of your support. Honestly, means a lot.
Ridiculous. That's
bloody hell, 67 viewers. We are smashing it on this one.
And Jill is dressed in her nice new slacks. So all in all, it's pretty good.
So yeah, let's have a quick look. How much have we actually raised today? So today we have raised £118 just from today's watch-along stream, which is bloody incredible. And yeah, we raised £260 last week on Nathan's Resident Evil remake, Wheel of Fortune stream, which was very successful. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Nathan being an absolute trooper, staying awake for 8 hours until 6 o'clock in the morning doing that stream. But he powered through, and yeah, it was a good turnout of people watching him do it. So thanks for all of your support there.
You should be able to get a couple of shots from there.
Is he dead?
No, he's on the floor. He's nearly there. You'll get a first aid box from him as well. So shoot him on the floor quick before he gets up.
Oh, can't let's get out of the way.
Wow, we're up to 68 viewers this week. We are very close to our all-time peak of 74. And yeah, once again, I mean, I know I said it at the start, but I am so in love with this new layout that we've got for watch-alongs and streams. I think it looks really nice, really slick. I think this is what we're going to go for during the actual challenge. I have a similar kind of thing. We'll have like a 4x3 version as well for the old games. So I just got a donation from Bobby McKenna, £10. So amazing to see so many old names return. This community is something else. Road to 5k.
Someone on the forum said that.
It's nuts. I mean, you know, we're on Watchalong 9, and we've done what, like 15 live streams so far. Had weekly content, and we're like 2-3 months into this now, and yet we're still finding old members that used to be part of the community. It's just insane. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving all of this. With that said, Jim Newman just donated £5. Can't wait to see the t-shirts. Who's your favourite Resident Evil character? Thank you very much, Jim Newman. Yeah, so as I said earlier, the t-shirts will be revealed hopefully during next week's watch-along. My favourite character has always been Claire Redfield. Just always loved her. Between me and you, always had a little thing for brunettes. Maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, love Claire Redfield. Think she's a great character. I think also because Code Veronica has been one of my favourite games. So yeah, definitely Claire up there. And probably Jill, number 2. Another donation. Cool, they are rolling in now. Chalkhead donated £10. Hashtag woohoo! Cowboy challenge. I'm more than happy to keep doing that every time we get a cowboy donation through. Chalkhead, thank you very much, dude. And that now brings us up to today so far. Well, total 4,068. And today we are on 143. 143 from today's watch along. Thank you very much, guys.
Oops, I'm in totally the wrong place. Shit, this is going to be a pain in the fucking arse. No, it's going to come from that side. What? That went on for ages. There's a lot going on at the moment on the stream.
So yeah, obviously during the Challenge 2020 this year, we're going to have 3 gamers. So not just me and Nathan, Izzy will be making her first challenge debut. So we're seeing this here, seeing the 2 screens. I mean, we haven't tried it out yet, and I don't know if it is possible, but there is potential that we might even be able to do like a little 3-screen shot somehow. because there'll be a
Never on my
mixture
PC, I've
between
had it over
inputs
a
from
year,
capture
never got a blue
cards,
screen of
and then
death.
also be using my
I'm in
actual
the middle of
Resident
fighting
Evil
fucking
challenge
Plant
camera.
42, Nathan
So
starts
yeah,
fighting
hopefully we
Nemesis.
can get something like that set up. That'd be
the
quite cool.
shit's flying up in the air! Yeah, Nathan just beat the, what was that, 4th Nemesis? Sweet. And now you can make a shitload of grenades with all those B powers. You'll make 30 out of that. Right, well, knifing the plant's not going to work because I've used 6 healing items so far, and that's only on this first form. And the second form's going to take probably about half my stocks, so it's not going to work. I'm just going to do it to the end just to know how much it would take. We've got the timer set now to the second of what the old one was, which is perfect. So I actually found out Nathan's got a backup on his phone that works perfectly.
Oh, this boss fight, man.
So yeah, I'm just going to finish this off.
I would like to revisit this this stipulation at some point. I don't know if I would want to do it in an actual challenge again anytime soon. I think that'd be a separate stream. I think it's infuriating enough as a standalone challenge, really.
Otherwise, it's just... If I'd known the V-Jolt kills the plant in one, I would have tried a knife-only attempt years ago.
Man, I'm just getting absolutely ruined.
So yeah, look, see, almost about to use my last healing item. That's that done. Didn't actually use the last healing item because he killed me beforehand, but yeah, that was just never going to work, so that's a bit of peace of mind. Not going to do that as Jill. I'm sure some person on YouTube can prove me totally wrong, and I totally challenge you to show me how you do that, because I'd actually be quite interested to learn that. But with this challenge, we just crossed over 11 hours, I think not beating a plant with a knife only on this ridiculously hard challenge is the least of my worries, because this game's pretty tough as it is. So I'm going to now spend the next 10 minutes making V-Jolt and finish him off. I can get rid of all these healing items now. Hopefully they'll come in handy with hunters and later bosses. Right, well that's plant 42 sorted now. I've made the V-Jolt.
So SG Junior asking me, did I continue on with my Resident Evil 3 practice run? How far along did I get? So I haven't actually played any Resident Evil 3 today. So yeah, as I mentioned at the start of this watch along, this week's poll is now over. Actually, let me just see what the end result was, because I didn't actually check what the final percentage was. I know that Hot Dogger won, but let's just confirm what it actually was. So the final poll ended up 185 votes, which is great. 58% of people voted for Hot Dogger only, which I'll be doing on assisted mode. So yeah, yesterday I did start a practice run just to see how difficult it was. I actually started it on standard mode, just to get my Billy Big Balls out the way, instead of it happening on the challenge, and I ruin it and I fail everything. I tried standard mode, found it quite difficult. Got up to the second Nemesis boss fight and just kind of quit because I was just quite frustrated. So I'm going to do another practice, and I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to do another practice and try standard mode Hot Dogger with grenades, and if that doesn't work, then I'll just do assisted mode. So we'll see how that all fares out. But I haven't got any further since we spoke on Discord this morning.
It's only like, no, it's not that bad actually. It's only 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Bollocks, could have done without dying on that one.
So I just missed a donation there from Guardian J. £20. Been a long time since my last donation. Conrad. Guardian J, thank you very much, dude. £20, that's amazing. Nearly bringing us up to 4.1 already, which is...
Not actually...
it's so hard to keep hold of, but it is bloody awesome. And I'm really glad that this new donation system is working. I mean, as we said last week, we stopped the super chats. As I mentioned before, YouTube was taking 40% cuts and was actually trying to stop us doing these watch-alongs, which made no sense to me at all. Load of rubbish. I won't bore you with the details now. So we completely moved the donation system away, but this new donation system's far better, don't have those horrendous cuts. And also the best thing is we actually get the money straight away. So I'm able to send the money through to Heroes at the start of every week, because I haven't even got the money through from all of the Super Chats so far. So I think we raised, I think it was like £1,300 through Super Chats on the previous platform with YouTube, and they've only paid me like £150 so far, and we had that for over a month. So they're really slow at paying out. So I'm glad that we have moved away from that. So thank you to those of you who have embraced this new system.
Just managed to save, which has been a godsend, because I was really worried for a little while. If I can do this first time.
Bloody hell! Bloody hell! Just got £20 from Andrew Stocks. Would be rude if I didn't really, wouldn't it? Thanks for all the great memories. Andrew Stocks just stumbled across the Watchalong today. Had no idea this was even a thing. He's got into it, enjoying this live stream, and he's already donated £20. Andrew Stocks, thank you so much for that, dude. That is incredible. Hopefully that is the start of the rekindling of a relationship from old. Hope you enjoy the Discord. We've got over 100 members there now. There's always chat going on every day. It's been a real great solution through lockdown. People just, talking about Resident Evil or even how their days are going on. As I said, we've got live streams coming out of our buttholes at the moment. Literally, we've got another one tomorrow. So this weekend, Resident Evil Challenge's 15th birthday. I'm doing a Dino Crisis blind playthrough tomorrow, 6 PM. Make sure you join us then if you're around.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've just gone to yellow health, as we have now hit halfway of official.
So Nathan's prediction of I reckon I'll finish Resident Evil 3 around 12 hours.
Didn't go quite.
Just at the clock tower. I mean, he's made some good progression, but still a bit to go on this.
Which I'm pretty pleased about. So yeah, we're going to have our midway interviews in just a second. Right, so as we've crossed the halfway mark of this challenge, and we're 12 hours and 7 minutes through, we've got Rathan Gibbard here. Just to
Rathan
give you his little
Gibbard?
verdict of what he thinks
The one
so
and
far.
only.
I think we're doing okay. I don't think it's undoable yet. I'm quite happy with where I am on, where I'm getting now on 3, because I was a bit worried where I went for about an hour and 10 minutes without saving. But then I managed to save, and I'm literally just about to do the clock tower nemesis fight, which means I'm about to go to do the Carlos bit, which means there's not masses left on 3. And then I reckon if I can crack 4, dependent on how everything turns out.
With the lucky dip challenge?
Yep. It depends how that turns out and whether I'll be able to do 4 in just like 5 hours and hopefully catch up to leave about 6 for 0. And I think if that's the case, we should be alright.
The last question I've got to ask you, and it's been a long fucking time since I asked you this, and I always hate asking you this, but at this current moment in time, do you reckon it's going to be a pass or a fail for Resident Evil Challenge 2010?
At this very moment in time, I reckon pass. As long as there's no major hiccups along the line.
Superb. Anything else you want to add?
Nothing in particular.
Super.
Classic fat face t-shirt there from Nathan.
Remake's just been, there's been no real troubles with it so far, apart from that fucking snake. That fucking ages.
Yeah, man, yawn, knife only takes forever.
I did not expect. Plant 42 was a shame. I couldn't have done that for the knife. But never mind. Resident Evil 5 was a pain in the arse, glad that's done. And as I said earlier, hopefully things are just sort of steeping down a bit. So it's getting a little more plain sailing and just kind of getting on with it now, which is good. Without sounding cocky, I'm pretty certain that I'll get my side finished.
Cool.
Because I don't see any ridiculous problems coming up. I think you might have some problems in 0. I think you'll be alright on 4. I don't think you're going to have too many problems on 4 unless you just have really bad luck with your lucky dip, which people are going to find out about soon enough.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to have any more issues on 3. So I think 0's going to be the money maker of this challenge.
Yeah.
Depending.
Oh man, I mean, only 12 hours in, but it's just so much more to do. Oh.
Yes, very true.
Well, for the next challenge, I think we need to add to the shopping list a big nappy because Nathan can't control his pants and just got the bed everywhere. Spilling the cup of tea on the bed had absolutely nothing to do with the
Oh
stars.
man, I mean,
Anyways,
it's just so many spillages during these challenges. Lucasade explosions,
just got
spilling tea,
cups
dropping
of
pizza and stuff.
tea
Oh dear.
in our official mugs, as you can see there, which is pretty cool. Haven't seen those for a couple of years since my mum broke.
Yeah, Cedo there saying full on Nougie big balls there. Without sounding cocky, I'm quite confident I'll complete my side of the challenge. I so wasn't ready for that invisible tyrant. Oh my god. I feel like that invisible tyrant has to be one of the most frustrating moments ever in a challenge.
Just killed him, first attempt, used a couple of first aid sprays.
Every time I hear Nemesis roaring in the game, I was actually think of donations coming through. So confusing. It's like when we did that Resident Evil 2 test stream, and I was going through the menu, and every time I was pressing the menu button, it was the same as the donation sound of the Resident Evil 2 menu. So hard to find a Resident Evil sound effect that we don't watch during these challenges. Also, just realised the picture in the top right corner next to the TV, literally a woman, her legs spread completely wide. Oh, Nathan's 20-year-old bedroom.
About 3 minutes ago, but just a bit of inconvenience, really. Well, seems to have
Harvey099 in our house. Welcome. Hope you're well too, my friend.
Now starting.
Is this? Have you joined us for any previous watch-alongs, or is this your first one?
Little bastards.
Not much we can do about it though, unfortunately.
How far did you save? Yeah, you saved Carlos, didn't you?
Yeah, but none of the bit that I'd done already.
So right back at the start of the hospital. Oh well, it's not the end of the world.
Not quite. Not yet.
Well, my death count's starting to tick up now. Just got killed on the spider boss when I was cutting the web. Just too busy talking about what our top 3 favourite films were. Luckily, I saved in the catacombs.
Oh, that happens so often. I mean, you guys have even seen it in recent live streams where it just gets so involved in the chat and everything that's going on. I'm sure it will happen tomorrow. They just end up losing concentration from the actual game.
The Nemesis number 7.
But we all love a bit of chat, don't we? Wonder what subjects will come up tomorrow. I'm really excited for tomorrow's stream, Dino Crisis.
As I was saying earlier, this one's quite.
How long do you reckon it will take? Because I don't really have a good idea of how long Dino Crisis will take. I'll be doing it on normal mode, but yeah, how many hours do you reckon? 5, 6, something like that?
Fucking hell.
So Jim Newman asking me my top 3 films now. I really like this film called Samsara. I think it was on Netflix for a while. I'm not sure if it is still anymore. But it's basically a film with no dialogue, no speaking, and it's just 90 minutes of pictures and sounds. It's split into 2 halves. So the first half is eastern half, the second half is western half, and it just shows loads of different like portrait shots, time lapses and things, or just different interesting things around the world. So like different cultures, groups of people in prison, time lapses of people building like electronic circuits, portrait shots of like some families in like southern America, like with guns and stuff. It's just really breathtaking film. As I say, it's just amazing as well because there's just no real sort of story or dialogue or anything. So I can definitely recommend that. I really like that film. Don't know what my other top 3 favourite films are. I do really like the first Saw film. Not really a fan of the other ones, but yeah, Saw 1. And I have to get back to you on that.
Unlucky, mate. After a good 45 minutes plus, what have you got to say after the toughest Nemesis fight so far?
He's a cunt.
Seriously, that was a moment where I was worried very seriously about.
Man, the language in these challenge videos. So I was having a chat with Grace's mum recently, and I was telling her about how much money that we'd raised for Heroes.
That's not too bad.
And her mum actually works for the NHS as well. She's like, oh wow, that's great. When are you next doing a live stream? This was a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I'm doing a live stream tonight. She's like, oh, what's the link? Where can I watch it? And I was like, uh-oh, I wasn't prepared for this. So I gave her the link, and it was the watch-along of Challenge 4 Season 2. And she tuned in just at the point when I was swearing for all the Birkin rages, and she instantly turned it off and sent Grace quite an interesting message, being like, that was quite interesting language that he had during that live stream. I instantly turned it off. I've just felt so embarrassed ever since. Like, oh dear, yeah. Very foul-mouthed teenagers.
Doing my ninth save to be fucking safe. Because I'm fighting Lisa Trevor now. Seriously, there's so many moths in here. I'm gonna fucking punch something.
So many moths.
Just about to copy.
Got absolutely invaded. They're so annoying.
Hopefully, so is Lisa. Because now I am just about to. Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about that. I'll get back to Barry, so it'll make this bit a little bit easier for me. Oh shit, I can't see where she is, can I?
So Cedo, I saw this pop up in the chat earlier about how I pretty much get into every single boss fight on Remake and then have the revelation that, oh yeah, the boss is invisible. So it reminds me actually a little bit of Nathan's live stream last week, his Wheel of Fortune, where he would just run into every boss fight and then be like, oh yeah, there's a boss fight here, isn't there? And then realise that you can't leave the room. He hadn't saved for ages and be like, well, I'm just going to have to do it now. But somehow he actually managed to do a pretty good job of it. So that was quite funny. I totally managed to wing it there.
First time, did get touched. Nothing to worry about. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
EZPZ lemon squeezed.
And goodbye, first disc. Disc 1 is done. Now I can move on to the rather pointlessly short disc. Disc 2, Nathan.
Yeah, disc 2 is just so short, it's crazy. Right. Yeah, so Cedo commenting on Barry and his one-hit kill Magnum. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember which challenge it was from, but that one challenge where there's all the build-up to fighting the Tyrant, and then it was just one bullet from Barry's Magnum killed the Tyrant straight away. It's just, yeah, I don't know any weapon that's not a special weapon that you get from finishing the game that's as overpowered as Barry's Magnum. It's ridiculous.
Final Tyrant. Yeah, Final Tyrant. I was going to say Final Tyrant. What? I'm tired. Oh, and 14 hours. That was pretty good timing. Well, laptop just overheated and switched itself off. So I'm going to leave it off for 10 minutes to let it cool down before we stream again.
Yeah, so back in these days, this was when we were trying to do streaming through a very uncapable computer. So I was just using a very cheap, like Acer laptop that I had for uni. It was like a 200 quid laptop or something. And yeah, trying to run multiple cameras, multiple microphones, trying to record, trying to live stream was just, yeah, totally overpowering it. But yeah, these days, I mean, got much better equipment these days, as I'm sure you guys know.
Just died. The gas canister exploded when a zombie got me. I can see this being a little bit of a problem. But,
so yeah, speaking of gas canister, pretty impressed that Nathan managed to make it through Remake without any hiccups there. That was pretty good.
So wish him luck. Right, well, we've got the lowest morale thus far in the challenge at the moment. Nathan's stuck on Earthworm Jim. I'm stuck on the gas canister part. We're getting close to 15 hours and everything's looking a whole lot grimmer. But all we can do... Oh, I just got fucking munched by a zombie again. I'm not sure if we're going to... Oh, I just got...
Oh man. getting so fed up at this point.
Fucking give up, mate. Just fucking died again.
So Jim Newman asking me when did I switch to Mac. So I switched from Windows to Mac when I actually got my first film production job. So I started working for a agency. I worked there for about 4.5 years as a cameraman, director, and video editor. And yeah, all of their interface was completely Apple. So yeah, after working there, I eventually got into Apple and just found for video editing and filming and everything, it's just so much more of a straightforward process. Like I know there's so many people these days that like can't stand Apple and Mac and don't understand why I use it for a lot of things. And I know that it's probably not the most ideal stuff because streaming's maybe not quite there yet, but for actual filming and documentary filmmaking, music, sound mixing and everything, color grading, like I really don't think you can beat it. Like just the software just works so fluidly and be able to jump between devices and everything. I just love it. So, but you know, I totally appreciate like Windows and being able to use modded things and stuff. So hopefully I'll eventually be able to get a Windows laptop and we can do some modded game streams and I can have the best of both worlds.
Mistakes I've made on this, but nonetheless, got to fight this tyrant. I've got no healing items. I'm on fine.
Fine health.
Pray for me, because I've got no idea how to do this. Never made it this far in the game on knife only, so this will be a brand new experience for me, especially on an invisible thing. Oh shit, it's going to be invisible, isn't it?
See, no, I absolutely nailed it. Once again, the revelation that this boss is going to be invisible. Oh man.
No fucking idea.
How many times did I do this?
Mate,
I could have done this again. You know how I was saying about the Elder Crimson Head frustration? You know, watching it back and having a much better tactic now. Like, every time I watch all of these playthroughs, I don't know why I don't make more use of the middle part of that lab. It's so easy to just kind of do the roundabout trick with him here.
This is not going to work. Fuck. Oh my... I'm fucked.
Oh man, these were some dark times. I remember being at this point in the challenge, like through these early hours. Oh god.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I know of many other low moments during a challenge as bad as that. So the very first lucky dip.
So much riding on this. It's got to go down soon. Just got to pray that some big guy upstairs has been wanting this challenge win just as much as we have.
I don't know why I said that, to be honest, but there we go. End of part 2. No intermission for this bit. We're going straight into part 3. So this is it. This is the final part of tonight's stream. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. This has definitely been one of the best watch-alongs. And let's double check how much we raised. We've raised £183 so far. Fantastic stuff, guys.
Co-op, which is something we've never done before on a challenge.
Yes, we fucking finished, mate.
Did you guys enjoy seeing this broken into parts 1, 2 and 3? If I remember correctly, I think I spaced them out the actual uploads, so gave you guys a little bit of a cliffhanger for the actual full video.
Got to fight this tyrant. I've got no healing items. I'm on fine. Please pray for me. Oh my... I'm fucked. Fucked. So how the fuck am I going to do this?
So yeah, this was the composed music that you heard from the trailer. So yeah, they made us a load of tracks completely from scratch that we use throughout all of these videos. So they're really good. And yeah, he did it all for free because they love the Resident Evil challenge stuff. That's cool.
Suicide. A possible fatal choice that I've made in this challenge. Nathan, even though we're 15 hours 36 minutes in, still on Resident Evil 3, but he's about 5 minutes away from the final fight.
Oh man, so Nathan was 3.5 hours off his prediction. So whilst I was having all these mares, he thought that he'd finish 3 at 12, and I guess this must have been about 3:30 in the morning now. So yeah, fight every nemesis. Oh dear, that's going to be interesting in this year's challenge.
Some big guy upstairs been wanting this challenge win just as much as we have.
So, I still don't understand why I said that.
Just finished 3, thank Christ.
Man, I've missed those wave bird controllers so much.
But at least didn't deviate from the stipulations.
Not at all.
Not once.
So well done, Nathan. There was no, I'm going to start Resident Evil 0 now, or I'm actually not going to fight every nemesis. He went as a full trooper, stuck to his stipulations, and manned it out. It was very impressive.
For an hour, so you should be proud.
And this was the first challenge that we had done fight every nemesis, so that was actually, you know, that was setting the bar very high. I mean, even now it's like a hard one to do.
Yes, it's the lucky dip.
Got to reveal your grade though. If you can get the lucky dip stuff ready whilst it's doing that. And I'm still stuck on remake.
Ready.
We'll back with the grade in a minute.
Oh! Oh! I mean, he did a great job, but I didn't even know a grade E was possible until this point.
Going back and redoing stuff and actually
playing it.
That's ridiculous.
That's probably
the nemesis fights for you.
That's probably the hardest thing you've done so far.
So Taj asking me and Nathan, did we ever imagine having a fan base like this? I mean, no, not at all. Honestly, it still blows my brain completely. Yeah, we honestly just filmed the first challenge, just for our own proof, and showed to a few friends that we could do it in 24 hours. We had no idea that we'd have the support that we've got now, and we're now doing doing 2 live streams a week at the moment, which is amazing. Raised this amount of money, sending all this merch, got a solid fan base. It's amazing. Honestly, it's one of the best things that has ever happened to me. So I am hugely grateful and hopefully very humble for all of this stuff. Means a lot.
And then the stipulation is that I'm allowed 1 up fully upgraded. But then what we're going to do is put all those 4th names back into another cup.
16 hours in.
Pick one out, so again,
oh my word! Wow, we just got a huge donation from Melback, £40. Much love to the whole Resident Evil Challenge crew. Hope to catch some of the stream tomorrow. Melback, thank you very much, dude. That is incredible. Hope you're enjoying tonight's watch along. This has been a very successful one, as we have very much smashed the 4K goal already, and well on the way towards 5. So yeah, we've now raised £223 tonight, which is awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Melback. Hopefully you'll be getting your DVD box set, including this and all of the remaster challenges in the next couple of days.
Semi-automatic rifle.
That's pretty good.
Right.
So now, yeah. So those are the 4 guns that Nathan gets. He gets to choose 1 part on each gun he wants to fully upgrade, so it could be full firepower or full capacity. And one of them gets to be completely maxed out now, which he's about to choose. Come around here.
Right.
Moment of truth.
And so Bobby McKenna, you might have noticed, I saw your message earlier about how Nemesis was scaring the crap out of you, the donation sound effect.
So much, right?
So I've amended the levels now. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the lucky dip, as you saw there, that was the very first time it ever happened. That was a stroke of genius from Mr. Rathan Gibbard. That was 100% his idea. And yeah, I mean, what a successful concept that has now been. I mean, I love it now where you go onto YouTube and you see loads of other people doing lucky dip concepts for other video games. So yeah, Nathan, you've really set the bar of that as a very cool idea, which I love doing. Like, I feel that a lot of people like love our lucky dip live streams the most. Like the 01 went down really well, and whenever we put them up for a poll, they get a lot of votes. So Nathan, you get a clap yourself for that, my friend. Thank you for that idea.
Really pushing it now. I tried going back to the mansion to get more health, but by the time I got all the health and having to battle the hunters and zombies and shit on the way, it made absolutely no difference. I came back with the same...
So I see Kid Virus and Taj there talking about Taj wanting his face on a Resident Evil Challenger mug. Well, that gives me an idea. I mentioned about having the collage of everyone with their DVD box sets and merchandise. Maybe we design another mug that has a montage of the Resident Evil Challenger community with their DVDs. That'd be quite cool. They will do that. Donation from Jim Newman. £5. Love Lucky Dip. Really creative idea. It certainly was. Thank you very much for that, Jim Newman.
Have you beaten?
What would you say your favourite Lucky Dip challenges that you've seen, Jim? Be intrigued to know your thoughts.
So Nathan's progressing. I've got less than 7 hours to get 3 games done. Impossible? I certainly think so. Right, fucking pumped now. Ready to beat this tyrant after over 2 hours of fucking around and possibly costing us this challenge because we've got less than 7 hours. Come on, got to do it.
I can't even remember how to get Ashley to wait.
Circle, isn't it?
Circle?
You know what I mean. It's got to go down soon. Look, fucking hell, that's all my health.
Oh, this boss fight.
I would have been here for days. I don't know if I'm going to beat him. He's going to kill me.
Just hear Nathan in the background absolutely destroying
I did it!
the villagers.
I finally found on danger. Oh, fucking hell.
What a moment.
Should I retry that? You know what? Fuck it. After 2 fucking hours.
See, watching this just actually shows me of what I would say one of my biggest problem is when doing a Resident Evil challenge. Is that when I get to a certain section where I get stuck, my approach is normally to do the same thing until it works, which I guess you could call the insanity approach. So what I often need reminding is that approach isn't working, try something else. Because I was just doing the same thing with the knife again and again and again, wasting time. Where if I'd just been like, okay, well, I just need more health and he's fine health, I would have saved a lot of time. So, yeah, definitely push and remind me for that when we have future streams. That if I'm getting stuck on the same bit, mix it up, try something different. Because I'm so bad at getting out of my own head in those situations.
Uh-oh, 3-hit kill. Very nearly went for it.
So yeah, seeing a lot of luck in the chat for the Lucky Dip stipulation idea. What did you guys make of the Wheel of Fortune? How do you think it compares? Blimey, just, man, we are smashing the donations today. This is insane. Seedole just donated 26.18. Just did a very nice bit of housekeeping there, rounded it up very nicely and neatly to 4180. And as I said that, Izzy just rounded it up again with £30. Says, shout out to every key worker. My dentist really helped me out this week. Let's go 5k, 4230 already. My word, but I just smashed my mouse in excitement. Izzy, Seedole. Oh my God! Another huge donation! Melback donated £20. Been away from the community from the last few weeks. I feel bad about it. Have some more. Oh my God! Just a huge influx of donations. Up to 4,230 in total. Oh my God! I can't even keep up with this stuff. So that brings up to, wow. I think this might actually be the most successful watch along that we've had. because we are officially up to 304. Is that right? No, 305. 305 we've raised today. Oh, and that's without any YouTube cuts. So, bloody hell, you guys. Where did that all come from? Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you very much. Means a lot.
Of a mare.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's the most polite.
And in other news, Nathan's having a bit of a mare. So yeah, also just to give you guys a bit of context, Melback has just bought a house. So literally one of the biggest investments that you ever make. And yeah, he's just splashing cash left, right and centre to help out the heroes and key workers. So Melback, Izzy, everyone, thank you so much.
Save it for the first time.
Let's see what your time is.
I've died about 4 times already.
Oh my bloody hell. I can't even drink to keep up with these donations. Just got one from Chalkhead, £10, the donation train keeps on going on the tracks. Keep the donation train going, keep it up folks. Chalkhead, my word. Yeah, so as Bobby McKenna has confirmed it, our most successful watch on before was 241, and I have to keep updating my actual thing here to see it, but yeah, we're now on 315. So yeah, definitely the most successful watch along, and we're already a quarter on the way up to 5k from 4. So yeah, sorry, I'm being very distracted from the actual challenge, but you guys have been so generous. So yeah, thank you very much. This is incredible stuff.
I had to use the
Jim Newman. Oh, another £10. Let's keep going, everyone. 3, 2, 5.
I had to use the stun pack.
Oh, Jesus. Hope that's not Corona. Probably shouldn't joke about stuff like that. Oh, quite overwhelmed from all of that. My word. Oh dear. So yeah, me and Nathan both having mares, just getting stuck on literally every single obstacle possible.
It never ends. Oh, for fuck's sake. 30 seconds to kill the tyrant.
How many rockets do you have to hit?
2 out of 4. Where do I aim?
So just out of interest to anyone who has done like knife only runs on Resident Evil Remake, is it like, do you have to definitely finish him off with the rocket launcher, or can you just keep using firepower and he eventually dies? I'm pretty certain you have to use the rocket launcher, but I'm just actually thinking about it now, whether you can finish him off, like if you just kept on stabbing him, if that would eventually kill him. Don't think it would.
3 minutes through the challenge, and I've beaten my second game. I had to use first aid sprays. I had to use a stun gun. I beat Remake.
Oh, Melback! Oh my God, Melback is the MVP today. What the hell? £60?
Insane.
Mate, have you lost your house or something?
6 hours left.
Dude, so generous. So yeah, Melback saying, I mean, why stop here? Keep it coming, lads. £60. My word, that is insane.
No fucking about.
Oof, Christ almighty. Well, that is insane. Thank you very, very much.
No side packs.
Yeah, 3,385 from today's watch along. My word, was not expecting to be such a successful watch along. Bloody hell.
After having such a good
incredible
pace for so long. We're both really feeling the tiredness and strain now. So we're 18 hours, 37 minutes in. Right, so we just hit the 19-hour mark. So I've been playing Code Veronica for just under an hour. I've just got the gold key, going back to the palace, making pretty good time so far, I'd say. Just not killing anything. I've only had to use 1 healing item. So, just keeping it up. What's your status at the moment?
Getting there. Slowly. Just fighting.
Oh yeah, and also I forgot to say, so I told you about the 4K incentive, about the Resident Evil t-shirts that are coming up. So I guess you guys want to know what the 5K incentive is, right? So Stuart Gowdy sent me a contract that was written and signed, saying he has given me his official permission that he will do a Resident Evil 6. I can't even say it with a straight face. It's complete BS, no. Gowdy, come on, man. Do it for charity. Do a 6 stream with me. Come on. Oh. I'll do it. You know, I really don't want to do it because, you know, I hate Resident Evil 6. Not as much as you, but I really don't like it. But, you know, come on, dude. This much support. How can you say no?
So annoying you actually have to fight it, though. Uh-oh, I could die on this. I could actually die on this. I think I'm going to die on this, which will spell the fail.
Oh!
No! No! You're joking. I've not saved in fucking ages.
Oh god, this challenge.
3 tries.
But it doesn't take me back anywhere useful.
Oh, it only takes me back to my save point though. Oh, what? Fuck. That's bollocks. Well, harsh. Well, that's fucked me up. I can't beat this challenge in time now. Bandersnatchers just cheated me and I couldn't move. Literally, as I was just saying, that death earlier wasn't too bad. I've only got about 12 minutes.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, this is another underrated gem, Challenge 2010 for sure. But man, what a painful challenge to watch back. How did you guys feel watching this live? This must have been quite a frustrating watch. I mean, this is actually something that I've only really kind of realised over the past couple of months actually, because I've always been literally so obsessed with stipulations and setting the bar and wanting to have, you know, as I always say, like those big mountains that we overcome. But I kind of forget that people are watching the frustrating moments and that actually it gets quite boring watching the same boss fight so many times. So yeah, I am trying to do a better job so that we don't go to these kind of depths through the challenges. But as that being said, I have just accepted doing a hot dogger only run on Resident Evil 3 Remake. But I'm going to practice that. I've got a feeling we might just do that on assisted mode just to stop it being a real pain in the backside. Fuck.
SpaghettiOs. Well, here we go. My first proper boss fight with the first Tyrant. This is probably going to be the hardest one because it's pretty much about luck. Just got to hope that I'm lucky with this fight because it's going to be pretty tricky. It's all about the first swipe really. If I get that in, should be alright. Ah, no.
So yeah, obviously we're watching what I will be attempting during this year's challenge. Will be, yeah, Code Veronica knife only. And yeah, this boss fight is certainly one thing that I am quite worried about.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Well, not really worried about it. I know I'll get there eventually, but yeah, be prepared to see quite a few attempts on this. But luckily the boss fight's really quick. You know, maximum. It's only like 45 seconds because the amount of time it takes him to get to the fire. So hopefully shouldn't take up too much time.
Oh, I was a few seconds off that.
So I've said this in like so many challenges, but it is all about that first knife swipe. If you don't get that first knife swipe right, I'd say you've got about a 10% chance of being able to beat him because he just whoops you like that. Get that first swipe right, then you're in for a good chance.
Sod all ammo, which is quite an achievement, I thought. It's not going brilliantly. Lots of delays in places, all down to the fact that I don't have any ammo. Although after that battle I have came out with a little, so I might be able to survive for another 5 minutes or so.
So yeah, Jim Newman asking me my estimates on the attempts for the plane turret fight on Challenge 2020. Right, there you go. I've said this during another watch along, but I'm going to say it again. Bobby McKenna's got all of my promises and things that I've said to people, but I'm going 100% fully big balls here. I predict I'll do it on my first attempt. Just you wait and see. I've got a feeling I'll do it on my first attempt.
And as if that wasn't fun.
And as I say it, here we go. Here's the plane turret fight.
Plane fight. Not got a great deal amount of health, so make your bets on how many attempts this will take.
14.
14.
Imagine if that just pushed him out straight away.
Quite like, isn't it?
Right, nearly beaten the tyrant. Next crate will push him off. So just got to persevere for a little longer.
So Andrew Stocks, thank you very much for joining your first watch along tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. As I said, you've got a load more of these to go back and watch through the archive. Don't forget, 6 PM tomorrow, Dino Crisis. Resident Evil Challenger's 15th birthday. See you there. Yeah, just seeing in the chat, the negotiations of Stuart Gowdy's contract for this potential Resident Evil 6 stream. I saw Jack has said that he would donate £500 right now if Gowdy agrees to do this stream, which is nuts. I can't believe how much love there is for Gowdy doing this Resident Evil 6 stream.
With 21 hours.
Oh man, it's absolutely hilarious.
So probably
oh dear. So, oh dear. Just got a donation from Creamy Elephant, Jack. Otherwise, as promised, my donation of 500 pennies to the charity. Sorry, the message just went there. To the charity for Gowdy X Nougie RE6 stream. So, have you screwed us here? Do you say 500 pennies rather than 500 pounds? I'm going to scroll back through. I think you've pulled the wool over our eyes here, haven't you?
Not doing fantastic.
Damn it! He said I'll donate 500 right now, but he didn't say what. You cheeky git, 500 pennies! Damn you, Jack! But thank you for the £5. Speaking of, just got a £5 donation from Grizzo UK. If Gowdy won't do it, I will. Well, I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but the contract has been signed, sealed, delivered, and Gowdy is mine. And yeah, well, assuming we make it to 5k, but at this rate, it will be happening in no time. So yeah, there's a good incentive for you there.
If he'll get 4 and Code Veronica done for 24 hours, it's a big question. We'll just keep at it, but now I play as Chris Redfield, the first male character I've played as in this whole challenge thus far.
Well, oh my god, I've just seen in the chat, who thought the creative genius of Jordan Griffiths, after the past couple of weeks that we've had, could become any more creative than he has been, has somehow managed to turn the subject of a contract signing into a Monster Hunter discussion. Jordan Griffiths, my man, you certainly are a creative genius. Maybe we should get you designing creative concepts for Resident Evil Challenger. You know, if Nathan could dig up the lucky dip with your creative mind, who knows what you're bringing? I'm sure it'll probably be something to do with Monster Hunter. But anyways, just notice I've had a huge donation from Bobby McKenna, aka Swift. It's on /Gowdy/Nougie RE6 stream hype. £50 donation. My word.
Killed that scorpion.
I mean, Bobby McKenna very quickly accelerating us towards 5k as we have now hit officially 445 from tonight's watch-along. This is nearly the best watch-along by twice the amount. My word, you generous mother hubbards. Bloody hell. We're on 4,370.
I'm running pretty low on health, so I'm a little concerned about...
Christ, and we got another stream tomorrow. Hopefully you got a couple of pennies for it. Not expecting big things, but yeah, Resident Evil Challenger's 15th birthday. Don't forget about that.
By hunters, and that's not really helped things at all. But yeah, no, that's fucking bad. Right.
So Seedol saying, was it weird with us not playing Resident Evil 2 in this challenge? Yeah, there haven't been many challenges where Resident Evil 2 hasn't been involved in it. In fact, I can't even think of any.
Minutes left in this challenge.
I can't think of any challenges that didn't have Resident Evil 2 original in it. So yeah, this was potentially the first one that didn't have it. But I think we wanted to, but Resident Evil 5 just ends up taking so much time. So that is the trade-off that happens. We have Resident Evil 5, then another game like that has to go.
Just to finish off what's already been a perfect day. And Nathan's just joined the club. Oh. We've worked out that the clocks are wrong somewhere, but we must have set them wrong from when the computer overheated. Just about everything that could have gone wrong in this challenge has gone wrong. So yeah, we haven't done it in 24 hours, but we're right on the last stretch for our last game, so we're going to finish these and then call it a day. And I'm fighting Alexia now, which will be interesting.
You bitch.
Oh, what? She killed me straight away. Shit.
Did you know they do a 6-cylinder bike?
Yeah, my uncle's building a
fucking did it.
Honda.
Oh, that Alexia boss fight, man. So yeah, that Alexia boss fight and the first Tyrant are the two bits I'm most nervous about Code Veronica.
6 attempts.
I really hope they go okay.
Thank fuck for that.
One question I do need to work out with you guys
in real time, because the challenge time's been wrong at times,
is the order I will be doing some of my games during the challenge. So obviously Nathan and Izzy are starting on 0. So I think, you know, the very first thing you'll see during the live stream will be those both them playing at the same time. So I'm trying to work out what game I will start with, because we'll see more of them than me, I think, at least for a while. So do I start on Code Veronica? So, you know, maybe you don't see the first couple hours of that. Do I start on Remake? Don't see the first couple hours of that. Do I start on Resident Evil 3 Remake, or do I start on Resident Evil 3 Original? Really not sure. Let me know what you think. It's got a donation from Jim Newman, £5. Best of luck on Dino Crisis tomorrow. Jim Newman, thank you very much, my man. Really appreciate those donations. Hopefully you're going to be there for Dino Crisis tomorrow. Let me know if you're not otherwise. But yeah, it should be quite good. As I said, it's going to be a blind playthrough, so it might take a while. But yeah, it should be fun nonetheless.
Yes, right, well, we're now 25 hours and 2 minutes.
Can't believe how long this challenge went on.
Beat Alexia, having a lot of troubles with that. Nathan's still on the penultimate chapter. He got past the bit with Mike, and he's literally just fighting the last few enemies. But as per usual, he's got no ammo and no health, so it's going to take a few goes. Time's not a matter anymore, it's just getting to the end. But I'm not sure how much more either of us got left in us. I can't check my health, it's really annoying. Oh shit.
Danger.
So this is it. That's all my healing items used. Yes! Fucking time!
I was so tired how my reaction there was, yes, effing time. I didn't even say about time or anything. I was like, yes, time.
Oh, come on, I couldn't remember what the button is. Yes! Fucking beat it! Oh, finally! Ah, finally! That took 25 hours and 12 minutes.
Oh man. Oh Gaudi. Oh mate. We are getting very close to 5k already from tonight. Seedole just donated £30. Screw it, round it up again, lol. We're already on £4,405. Just
for my grades after all of that.
Oh man, this is gonna happen. Oh, 47 retries, my word.
40 minutes,
Oh.
9 saves and
Seedole, thank you so much for all of your donations tonight, mate. That is insane. We've raised £480 today. That is insane. And Jim Newman, I just saw your message. No worries about tomorrow's stream, dude. But hopefully you enjoy the archive. And yeah, well, hopefully I'll see you for Watchalong next week and Izzy's Daymare stream next weekend.
Oh, hello, fella.
So you should be alright. Just a few more minutes and the nightmare is over for this summer. So just hang in there.
How much easier would it be if you had a typewriter?
How long ago do you reckon it would have been that we would finish this if you had the typewriter?
About 6 hours ago. Come on, you sod. Shit.
Yeah, we'll say when it gets from 10 to we won't accept any more.
You've got about 30 seconds to be hosting.
Oh, I think Nathan's done it.
But still, jet ski afterwards, you know what I'm like, fucking jet ski.
We do know what you're like, Nathan. We've seen quite a lot of your jet ski moments over the past couple of weeks. Although with that said, I think there's actually only been one jet ski moment where he's actually died. Quite a lot of near misses though.
Posted up 25:36. So what, at the moment we're on 25:34, aren't we?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you lines in deck. That's it.
You can.
So you can edit it during time.
So many C bombs in this video.
So we're on 25:35 at the moment.
Hang on, sweetheart.
25:35. I reckon it'll be 25:36.
Right, yeah, I originally said 25:37 before. No, he won't do it.
You're gonna get it. I didn't see that. Oh, I know it's still 37. My bad.
Totally forgot he died on the jet ski there. Take it all back and says test 2 bits. I can't believe I just said that. Oh, I totally forgot there was that one as well. Oh dear. Guys, honestly, like with these watch-alongs, I haven't watched the majority of these challenges in like 10 years. This one included. I don't think I've watched this since we released it. But that was fantastic.
With pleasure.
Right. So, what? How many hours is it now? Is it 25 hours and
25 and a half hours, almost on the dot.
we didn't expect that. Nope. In a
25 hours.
Horrific. Yeah. You? No, I think horrific's a pretty suitable word. I mean, remake fighting that tyrant for 3 hours was just an absolute joke.
Yeah, definitely. And all the Nemesis fights they're not necessarily hard. They're just.
I think the good thing about this challenge is you can actually see where we've matured a bit more now, because like normally when this kind of situation would have happened, we'd just be really downbeat and really gutted and like quite negative about how it all went. But I think at this point we were like, oh well, you know, it was a lot of fun. We had some obstacles. We didn't win it this time, etc., etc. So yeah, you can definitely see how we've grown up quite a bit more by this point.
I could say I've beaten a game with knife only, with invisible enemies.
Yes, that's very good.
I mean, even though I had to use first aid sprays and the stun pack.
Still, the main stipulation didn't change.
The main stipulation was right. I was so close you can hang on after a while.
I like the idea of the lucky dip. I think it's a really good idea.
Spike spending.
Yeah, it was a fantastic idea, Nathan. I think we had no idea how far that lucky dip idea would be carried out in future
it's not the end of the world.
challenges.
We've got 3 games each done, essentially, really.
Yeah.
A little overtime.
I think the thing that crucified us was putting 5 in.
Yeah, so that's something we'll need to bear in mind in the future. But overall, I enjoyed it, and I hope people who watched it enjoyed it. So it did get quite epic. I think you guys enjoyed watching it. We had
towards the end, manic for Nathan, wasn't it? Just every 5 seconds seemed to die.
The Code Veronica boss fights that I did about 20 times. Just kind of turned into a robot after a while, don't you?
There's only 3 people online now.
Look at the destruction here. It's just fucking Lucozade bottles and pizza boxes and everything. But never mind.
So much trash.
Did our best. Just I suppose we have to hope better luck next time.
Who came up with the idea of the lucky dip?
That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me.
That was your fucking idea.
I think it's a really good idea. It's like I said.
Oh, so yeah, Nathan talked about the origins of the lucky dip. And man, bloody hell, another huge donation from Chris the Batman, 39.66. The words of Thanos regarding RE6 stream. Fine, I'll do it myself and play all characters. Oh, Chris the Batman, dude, that is insane.
Shotgun.
I can't believe we've not only just topped 4K today, we are nearly halfway to 5, as we have raised, £520 today. I think this might even be our most successful, I think it's actually our most successful stream, because it doesn't have YouTube cuts anymore. So, Christ almighty, was not expecting that today.
That stuff's not cheap.
Now at Lucozade, we've got 5 cameras producing, just everything else we've got here, all the tapes, spent about 20 quid on tapes. It's not much, but it helps a little bit, especially if the trailer spent fucking like 200 quid making it.
Yes.
Oh, it's having a little rant about all our money investing into the challenges, but you know, when you look at it, it's got us to where we are now. So what's 200 quid for making a little trailer if it's going to help, you know, raise bloody $4.5 grand for a charity? So there you go. There was the Resident Evil Challenge 2010, a blast from the past from 10 years ago. And yeah, quite a lot of little shout outs there. I hope a lot of those guys from those shout outs are still watching today. So there we go. We have officially finished Resident Evil Challenge 2010. I hope you've enjoyed watching the recovery operation trailer, watching all behind the scenes, how it's all made. You've learned a couple of things and saw all of the effort that went into that trailer, because it really was. I know it was only like a little 7-minute film, but we did really treat it as a big film back in those days. So man, we've ended up having our most successful stream today. I really, honestly, was not expecting that. £520 raised from just tonight's watch-along. So we're nearly at 4,500 already. Already topped 4K tonight, almost halfway to 5 from 4 tonight. So thank you so much, guys. Honestly, that is amazing stuff. Hope you really enjoyed tonight's stream. Less than 24 hours until tomorrow's one. Tomorrow's going to be a good one. I've got some little surprises and treats in store for you, because do not forget, it is the 15th anniversary birthday of Resident Evil Challenger. So we're going to celebrate by playing Dino Crisis. But my aim for this was, we've done 15 years where I've just played Resident Evil games. sorry, 15 years where I've just played Resident Evil games. So let's start the next era by mixing things up, and it couldn't be any more suitable than Dino Crisis. So once again, thank you very much. 6 p.m. start tomorrow, and we shall see you there. Hope you've got your party poppers and your party hats ready for some birthday celebrations. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.